Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. As you can see, my voice is still kind of gone from the derby, people. But we're here, locked in. Big up to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV. As always, you lot are absolute real ones. And for those that don't know how the sports Q&As work, it's where we answer, or I on the solo ones answer sporting questions from the chat, people. So get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority. So I will start your question and I'll get to it. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get to it as well. But if you are a non-member or it is a non-super chat and it's a good question, I'll get to it also. But there are two surefire ways to make sure I get to your questions. As you can see from the title, surely Marcus Rashford's career at Manchester United is over. I'm sure that will be the main topic today, but whether it's Carabao Cup with Spurs playing Manchester United, maybe it's one of the Carabao Cup quarterfinals you want to talk about from yesterday with Liverpool, Arsenal, and Newcastle United all going through. Maybe the weekend you want to talk about in regards to the title race. So Liverpool, Chelsea, can Arsenal get back in the mix? Can Manchester City get back in the mix? Where do Manchester United end up? The list goes on, people. So like I say, get your questions in, people. Because I know more time I'm doing shows on here and there's panelists. So I don't always manage to get to all the questions I want to. And I don't manage to get to all the questions I want to. So that's why I've started doing these solo sports Q&As that you get here every Thursday, people. But big up to Casper, who's a member of the channel. Big up to Casper. Big up Warrior J. Says Flawless added to the Manchester United injury list by losing his voice. Joke. Big up to Warrior J. Ahmed says prediction for today. It's so lineup dependent. It's very much like how I felt about the Manchester derby. It is so lineup dependent. So lineup dependent in regards to it. But I trust the manager to pick the right lineup like he did against Manchester City and like before I seen the lineup against Manchester City. So I'm still saying 2-1. Still saying 2-1 Manchester United. I think Spurs will score. Spurs are very good going forward. They're one of the highest goal scorers in the Premier League. And they'll want this. And they'll find the way how I look at Spurs is how Spurs will look at Manchester United. So when I hear Spurs fan talk, whether it's a Jez, whether it's a Charlie, whether it's a Jacob, De Niro, whoever, if any of them are confident going into the game, which I know, for instance, Jez is, I get it. Because we're mirror matches. We're mirror matches. It's like, why would you not fancy your chances against the inconsistent Manchester United coming to your ground? And that's how I feel about Spurs, because they're inconsistent. As much as they've battered Spurs 4-0, they've battered us at Old Trafford. They then lost to Ipswich. They then lost to Crystal Palace, giving those two teams their first wins. So that's how I look at it. So that's my prediction for today. If United qualify, who do you want from the three? Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle in the semi-final. I know you want weak opponents for cups, but those three are not easy. You know what's crazy, Warrior J? I was thinking about this just as we were starting the show. Before I was starting the show, I was thinking about this. There is no easy matchup. There is no easy matchup. That's why I was hoping there was an upset. I needed Liverpool, Arsenal, or Newcastle to go out, even though Brentford would have been tough, especially away at their place, because I believe they still have the best home record. So I was hoping so. I was hoping there was an upset and there wasn't. Liverpool would be a tough matchup for obvious reasons. Arsenal would be a tough matchup for obvious reasons. And Newcastle, I think we match up horribly against Newcastle. From a stylistic standpoint, like Newcastle may be the worst out of the three, but anyone who's watched boxing or watched UFC has heard the phrase styles make fights, and how certain fighters are wrong for certain fighters, or certain boxers are wrong for certain boxers in terms of style matchups. Newcastle are horrible for Manchester United. The fact that they're pace and power, strength, strong, industrious, play at a fast pace, that Def Jam fight for New York midfield is all wrong for us. Their attack, even though I think we're good defensively, is all wrong for us with Isak, with Gordon, with Barnes, all that pace, like all that intent, all that purpose. I don't want to play like we played them in the league in I think it's 2 games time, is it? I think it's after the Wolves game. I believe it's Bournemouth, Wolves, then Newcastle. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to, but what I hope for, my nephew just said it in the chat, is the second leg at home. That's what I need. I need the second leg to be at home. Because I'm not trying to travel to Anfield. I'm not trying to travel to the Emirates. I ain't trying to travel to St. James's. However, I would try and get a ticket for any of those 3 games, whether it's first leg or second leg. I got the bug, man. I'm trying to go to more games. I'm definitely 110% trying to go to more games, without doubt. So that's how I'm looking at it. But yeah, horrible, man. I thought it'd be an upset. I was convinced. I was like, no way the Arsenal, Liverpool, and Newcastle all go through, and they all did. Because I fancy our chances against Brentford, especially if the second leg was at OT. But second leg got to be 0-2. What we have to get past Spurs, which I believe we will. And then you're literally 3 games away from a trophy, which would be excellent for Amorim. I never, ever downplay trophies. I don't understand it. I don't understand this downplaying of trophies, whether it's the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Europa League, Premier League, Champions League. And of course, the Premier League and Champions League, people don't. But people try and shit on the FA Cup or the League Cup or the Europa League. What? A trophy's a trophy. What are we talking about? What are we on about? Big up to H. Shit's going to be end-to-end. I hope not. I hope we control it like the City. I hope people are coming out the game talking about it's boring. Because that's what people spoke about the Manchester derby. People saying it was the worst derby in years. It was boring. Good. The fact that it was boring was good because people are used to Manchester United going to the Etihad and getting battered. That's exciting for Manchester City fans. That's exciting for the neutrals. That is not good or exciting for Manchester United Football Club or the fans. So I'm all for it. So I'm hoping it's not end-to-end and we slow it down. In regards, I use another boxing analogy. Make sure it's not quick. Tie up your opponent. Hug your opponent. Make it slow. Have the referee have to break it up and things of that nature. Don't go in there and play to Spurs' advantage. Nah, not in the slightest. Big up Hano every single time. We turn on the slide a little bit. Not even Bell. Is that Bell? Am I too dark? Let me know, people, if it's too dark. Big up to Hano. Big up to SG. Says big up Flawless. Rashford is a typical Arteta player of being rubbish. Hey, come, he's yours, man. He's yours. Any price you want. Hey, big up to Sai as well. I'd say it over 2 legs. Arsenal's the easiest. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that. Chill Guy says Liverpool versus United Cup final would be good. We don't get enough of those. From a spectacle, yeah, but I'm not trying to see any of them in the final, to be honest. Actually, if I'm picking a final, I'm picking Newcastle. I fancy our chances against Newcastle. We beat them a couple seasons ago. I'm all for that as well. As more people have joined, continue to get your questions in. Again, if you're a member, I'll star your question and get to it. If you super chat, I'll make sure I get to it as well. But if you're a non-member or it's a non-super chat and it's a good question, I'll star it also. But they're the 2 surefire ways to make sure I get to your question. And link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well, people. Many great perks, including on Q&As. Do you see Rashford staying in the Prem? Because me personally, I think he goes Barca. I think this Arsenal thing is too much. There's too much noise surrounding it, and I can see Arteta trying to do a thing. I could definitely see Arteta trying it and go, you know what? Let me go and get Rashford on loan. We picked up Kai Havertz, picked up Sterling on loan. Why not Rashford? I don't know if Barca can afford him, but I think I can see Arsenal. But hey, wherever he goes, just get the hell up out of here. Yeah, man. Therefore, that going St. James's for a semi-finalist. Peak, yeah, second leg as well. Yeah. Did you see what Simon Jordan had to say about Garnacho, says Justice? No, I didn't. What did he say? He's a little runt. Simon Jordan's furious rant on Garnacho and Rashford's behavior at Manchester United. What else did he say? See, and H is saying that, hey, yeah, the worst Manc derby until the pen. Good. That means we was in the game. That means we slowed it down. City had a better team with the better manager at home. It was on them to make the game a more quote-unquote entertaining game and take the game to Manchester United and make it fast-paced. And they couldn't do it for 2 reasons. 1, they don't have the tools and the players to do it. And 2, we also combined it. And that game plan worked to a T. Apart from the goal they scored from the free kick, and that was it from the corner. Sorry, that was it. Yeah, I know Liverpool fan that disguised the League Cup says it's for clubs in League 2 and that. Don't understand that whatsoever. But his team did a bus parade for it, but it tells you all you need to know. Big up Lee Slims. Says, do you think the United... What's this? Do you think... All right, so you're saying, do you think United will be able to move Rashford without him taking a pay cut? Yes, he'll have to take a pay cut, but Manchester United will probably have to pay him off, which I'm all for. We got to pay him off, so be it. I have no issue with that whatsoever. So, yeah, because people always say that people act like Manchester United can't move bad players, but everyone can. Look at our last 5-6 years. How many players have we sold that people rate? Now, we might not sell them for good money. We might have to pay them off in terms of wages, or we might lose them on a free. But we can move on players. People act like people always go over the top with Manchester United like our rebuild is impossible. Oh, who's going to buy such and such? Like, we ain't sold bad play. Like Rashford, people would have said that. Oh, how are you going to move on Rashford? The money he's on and and all this. Rashford could be on his way out in January. He might never play again. He's not even in the squad tonight. Again, I say this all the time to Manchester United fans. Rivals are always going to go over the top with us because we ruin so many people's childhoods. So many. So they're always going to over-exaggerate and not be fair and not be balanced. Flawless Spurs will go with a strong team. They're under pressure. Do you think United will rotate? Yes, I think we slightly rotate, but not too much. You already know Lee Slim says it like check 1 2 1 2. Let's run up the likes. Over 50 people in here. Let's get us up to 50 likes, people. Let's get us up to 50 likes and hit the subscribe button. Big up my G, big up to Noble every single time as well. Let's see what you lot are saying. Questions as well. Casper says, hell nah, Rashi to Barca, already at Ferran Torres. Rashford ain't better. Run Rashi to Arsenal. I don't care where he goes as long as he gets the hell up out of here. Hey, big up my G, Daryl. Says, big up the chat and the guy named Flawless. We got new owners. The takeover being completed. Boom, those red shites. I'm here. You were not. Shout out to Everton. I didn't know that the new owners are there, and now the takeover has been completed. Hopefully, they pump some money into Everton and Everton rise up the table. I got a lot of time for Everton. From the next upcoming 3 games in the Premier League, Bournemouth home, Wolves away, Newcastle home. Which game do you think Amorim would rotate the squad a bit? Probably Wolves away. They'll probably have a new manager by then, but I'll look at it and go, Bournemouth at home and Newcastle at home are tougher games. So probably Wolves away. Big up to Daredevil as well. Big up Sanj. Cherky says, Coach Hano says, Cherky to United thoughts. Don't know enough about him. I'm not going to lie. Not watched him to know enough about him to say so. Warrior J says, Ruben Amorim asked if it will be an entertaining game versus Spurs. Yes, I hope. But sometimes entertaining for the fans is not entertaining for the coaches. Laughs. So what I expect is a strong team for our side and to win the game. Exactly. We got all this entertainment stuff. When I play Football Manager, guess what? My football at time is boring. Boring. But guess what it is? Effective. That's what it is. I'm about effective and getting results. Sometimes I will just go 4-4-2 with 2 DMs, 2 wingers, 2 strikers, and kick it long to the big striker who's good in the air. If they have a centre-back, because for those that don't know, on Football Manager, you can scout the other team to see like their attributes. So I'd scout all of the centre-backs they have. And if one of them was poor jumping, I'd put my midfielder who would have either 18 and 19 or 20 out of 20 jumping on the side of their defender who say he's got 12 jumping or 13. And it'd be supply target, man. And it'd be aerial. I just kick it long to him, goal kick. The centre-backs, the full-backs, the wingers, cross it to the big man, and then a quick striker will flick on. Is it pretty to watch? No. Is it effective? Hell yeah. I want so much doing that. So I get what he's saying with that. Ahmed says, would you play Bazarari CDM? Absolutely not, no. Either wing-back, right-sided centre-back, either right wing-back, left wing-back, right-sided centre-back, or left wing-back, or left-sided centre-back, sorry. What's your priority siding for January, left wing-back or striker? We need both, but in regards to priority striker, we desperately need a striker. We are so light going forward. Super light. I'm watching the derby up front, close, personal, in real life, showed me how lacking we are going forward outside of Diallo. Get me a striker if you can, even if it's a loan thing. Off topic, Flawless, but you think that Tony rant yesterday will be on the funniest moment in Sarcasm City TV? Probably not. I've probably got enough. I need to start figuring that out over the next couple of days, to be honest. Run isn't, what's he saying? I mean, he's the one running around complaining about the fact that people didn't know you can't celebrate a goal because people didn't applaud him. Everything he did ever. Well, what's the rest of it, Justice? What's the rest of it? Flawless Wolves got Pereira from Saudi League. Okay, I know nothing about him. So they got a new manager already. Okay. Big up Malusi. Big up Slims. This is a tongue-in-cheek question. Jesus, Rashford, Havertz, swap. Nah, just take Rashford. I don't want nothing from Arsenal. Just take Rashford. We good. Today is Euro and Anthony's time to put in a performance. Yeah, Euro will get game time. He played well when he got on against Arsenal. Wasn't good against Forest, but I'm giving him ample time to get up to speed, and I have no worries or concerns about Euro whatsoever. I think Euro will do just fine. H says they still shit anyway. United would be good going there, but they're gonna have a point to prove. However, as Cunha, ain't Nori, has there been bans yet for them, man, for fighting with the Ipswich staff? Let me know. Has there been yet? Euro's gonna big up TJ. Make sure you lot subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Euro's gonna be good. There's a player there, just needs to get up to speed. I hear you on that. I think Euro just needs to get up to speed. I watched him and I was like, okay. And he adds some much needed athleticism, some much needed pace into our side as well. Pretty sure Cunha could have got one. Could be wrong though. We'll see. But Ain't Nori's banned, so that helps us with if Ain't Nori and Cunha and their better players are banned. But they'll still give us a game. I swear people thought you were an Arsenal fan. When you said Havertz ain't good enough on footy, Judge Mo. No, big up, bro. Speaking the truth about Havertz is a bench player at best and a £10 million player. I think he's better than a £10 million player, but I think people just don't like it because it's from me. That's what in instance, when I'm criticizing, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's City, but more so the first two that I mentioned, because I'm Manc, Northerner, Manchester United fan, it's all you just hating. Especially with Manchester United being bad. Well, look at the strikers you have got. That's nothing to do with what we're talking about. Tony tried that yesterday. Others have tried that. You know what I'm saying? Martin on Judge Mo's channel has tried that. Are you just mad because United are bad? That doesn't make Havertz good enough. The reason you want to sign a striker is because Kai Havertz is not good enough. That's why you're not sat there talking about we need a right winger. You know why? Because you believe Bukayo Saka is good enough. When Arsenal fans talk about getting a right winger, it's about getting a backup to Saka. So if Havertz was, that's why he didn't want to answer the question. All right, so if you sign a striker, where's Havertz going to play? Or him and Ivan. If we sign Ivan Toney or Gyökeres in the summer, we rotate. So you're signing Ivan Toney or Gyökeres and they're going to rotate. No, they're not. Havertz is going to be on the bench. So this is why I kept asking, where's he playing? He's not playing in the 9. He's not playing in the 10 ahead of Odegaard. He's not playing right side ahead of Saka. Can't play on the left. He's not playing ahead of Declan Rice. He's not playing ahead of Partey. So where is he playing with everybody fit? Bench. Man just don't want to admit that he's not good enough. That's why you have Arsenal fans and Arsenal content creators doing what Amarim's said about Manchester United's attack, calling him shit in the most polite way possible. And he's not good enough. And I done said this, but we got the Chelsea. We don't have the Chelsea Havertz. Sure. Do you think Casemiro should get a chance against Tottenham today? Absolutely. To me, it should be him and Agate playing in the midfield. They're the two I want to see in the midfield. I think that's our best pivot. It's not ideal, but it is our best pivot. There's a lot of chat about Kobe as one of the 10's thoughts. I've been saying this. Maino left 10, Diallo right 10. Let's see it. And even Maino, even though he didn't play in the left 10 against City, he was high up the pitch. He's a final third player. Try him there. People just want to, for some reason, people and Manchester United fans don't want to see, we can't play in the 10. How do you know? How do you know? He played advanced in the youth system, so why not try him in the highest level of the sport in the 10? Try it. I don't know why people are so convinced. Bruno's our best 10. Bruno's not our best. Anyone believe now that Bruno's our best 10, or is it Diallo? But let's fast forward a couple months ago. No one would have said that. If I would have said Diallo's our best 10, I would have got slaughtered. And that last guy was in charge. If I would have said August, September, October, that Diallo was our best 10, I would have got slaughtered for that. It was Bruno. Now it's no debate. Now it's zero debate who Manchester United's best 10 is in a few games. So why not try Maino there? Just try. And in regards to Jesters, I'm getting the gist of what Simon Jordan said. Yeah, Garnacho ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. He's not. Simple as that. He ain't good enough. People that don't want to hear the truth about Kai Havertz still believe in Santa Claus, and that's TJ, who's an Arsenal fan, saying this. What lineup do I think he goes with? That's one thing with Amorim, I have no idea. He's caught me off guard. Like the City lineup, I would have never expected that. Rashford and Garnacho dropped from the squad. Wouldn't have expected to see Maguire. Like, they're just three things right there. So I'm lost at trying to figure out, and that's good, because if I don't know it, it means rivals, the opposition don't know it either, which is also good. So I'm not sure what he goes with. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, try Mano in the 10. I've been saying this. Daredevil says, a striker or a winger, what do we need right now from the January transfer window? I would get a winger who can create with that balance with Ahmed on the left side, especially if Rashford leaves. I hear your point, Daredevil, but we don't play with wingers. We play with 10s. So we need people who are good centrally. There's no more wingers right now. We don't play wingers. Diallo don't play wing. Bruno don't play on the wing. Whether it's Mount in there, whether it's Xerxes in there, there's no wingers. There's zero wingers. So what I'd say to this is but a striker's needed more. We need a striker. We need a marksman. We need a talisman. We need a focal point. We need someone to help our 10s, to help a Diallo, to help a Mano, to help a Bruno, to help a Mount, to help a Garnacho, because Garnacho going to play again, people. But back to that, in regards to what Simon Jordan's saying, Garnacho's just not good enough, and it seems it's fragile. I can't even say he don't have the right attitude, but when Faz said what he said to him, and big up to Faz. Faz was right, by the way, in what he said. And he scored the goal. Because when the Faz situation with Garnacho happened, I thought everybody blew it out of proportion. And the way Garnacho responded to him made me believe Garnacho didn't take it that serious. I'm like, this ain't really that big of an issue. It's not that deep. Everyone blowing it up. Faz said something to him. Garnacho responded back in a joking manner. But then when he didn't celebrate, it's like, all right, what's that about? And then Bruno came out and said something along the lines of, oh, he feels he doesn't have the fans backing. Get on with it. You are at Manchester United Football Club, my friend. If you perform well, you will get praised. If you perform poorly, you will get criticized. You are under the spotlight at one of the biggest clubs in the world. So it's going to happen. Perform well, nothing but praise. Perform poorly, you are going to get criticized. I don't want to celebrate. Don't want to celebrate just because, you know, I got criticized. I don't believe the fans are backing me. The reason why fans are not backing you is because of you. That's the only person that can change that. There's no one that can influence people. It's on you. Because if these same people will say, oh, social media and content creators or mainstream media pundits can sway people to an extent, but if you performing well, performances speak for themselves. No one can't sway everybody to dislike Amad Diallo. You know why? Because Amad Diallo is currently performing at a great level. No one can, nobody else can say nothing to slander that man currently because he's performing exceptionally well. But here we are. Here we are. Hey, big up to, I want to butcher your name, my guy. I don't even want to butcher your name. 1 second. I'll just call you MB. I don't want to butcher your name. No disrespect, but big up to you, man. Salute. And he says, Wagwan Flawless from Boston. Are you from Boston, Massachusetts, USA? Hey, salute, man. Salute. Amorim on Postecoglou. I like everything about the team and Ange Postecoglou. They have a lot of pace. They play forward, so we'll try to play in the same way in a different system, but in the same way. So I expect a very good game. He knows what he's up against. Our focus is to play the same way as we did against Manchester City. Try to control the ball with a different team with a lot of pace. So the idea is to continue is a good moment. Big up to him. Good to see you in the chat as well, man. Big up. You lot continue to get your questions in also. It's a quick turnaround for the Bournemouth game, but who do you think Amorim might set up with in that game? To tell you the truth, Warrior J, I have no idea. I don't know his thought process. I haven't picked one of his teams right yet. City, Forest, Arsenal, the Europa League games, Ipswich, the list goes on. Like, I don't know his thought process. I've not picked one of his, I'm not even close to picking one of his teams right. Obviously, the mainstays will be there, like your Onanas, De Ligt, Martinez, Agate. But outside of them, man, maybe a Delo you can throw in the mix. He plays more often than not. He's not played Maserati at times. He's not played the Diallo at times. Bruno will be in there as well. He's not played a Mount at times. Xerxes hasn't always played. Rashford hasn't always played before. Same with Garnacho. So, yeah. That's it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Serginho, I hear you. Man said it's like a man cheating upon him, gal. She gets fed up. That man's complaining that she ain't loyal. Rashford can go. Oh, yeah, it's a wrap for Rashford. Robert said Xerxes could easily be the left 10 option. It's an option. I have no issues with that. B says, if Ineos go ahead and sell Rashford, who do you want to replace him? There's no one that stands out for me, but Jez and others keep mentioning this Alex Baena to me. From Villarreal. I've not watched him. I hear he's a baller, though. And Rance mentioned the player to me as well. I was some 17-year-old. I can't remember his name. We've been linked to him. We've also been linked to the Napoli winger. But he can play central. Correct Skelio? I know I just butchered his name, but you don't know exactly who I'm talking about. Ideally him. He's ideally him. That's who I'd want in regards to go and play as a left 10. Because he could play left 10, he could play right 10 too. So that's who I'm with. Yeah, people keep talking about, Baena. This is what I'm saying. Lee Gunner's a fan of him too, and he's playing at Villarreal. Is he not got the most assists in La Liga currently or something? Baena most likely going to City. Hey, go hijack the deal. Go get him. Go get Diblin. Because we need 2 10s. So go get Diblin, go get a Baena, and then you have Diallo, you have Meno, Bruno. That's a good 5. That's a good 5. Well, 4 and a bit, but I like that. Because it needs to be with how light our squad is in quality. People don't talk enough about how quantity we're like. So it can't just be a Baena. It has to be Baena and, like people have spoken about, Angel Gomez. Our midfield is like, it has to be Angel Gomez and. Me and Rance was talking, he asked me about Heung-min Son yesterday. I said, I'm cool with Son, but it has to be Son and. Go get a marksman. If we get Gyökeres and Son, for example, cool. Gyökeres first choice, Son second choice, Højlund third choice. Fine with that. And we need strength in depth. We need strength overall, but we also need strength in depth. Because a lot of players could leave. Because you got Rashford who could leave, Garnacho could leave, Eriksen's going to leave, Casemiro could leave, Johnny Evans could leave, Lindelof could leave, Dalot could leave. That's 7 right there off the top of my head. That's 7. Mount's always injured, so we can't even count him. We're doing who's Luke Shaw? Like Luke Shaw could be 8. But there's so many players potentially leaving. So we need to. Like replacing 8 players is tough. So you need to go and get some frees and get some cheap players. But can it be done? Yes, it can be done. Oh, that's cheap. 50 million release clause for Baena. Is that 50 million pounds or 50 million euros? Yeah, man. The squad's light H, but people don't talk about it. That squad, because it's so bad just overall, people don't talk about how light it is. Like central midfield, the only central midfielders we actually have are Agate, Casemiro, Eriksen. 2 of the 3 of them could leave. And having 3 is like, you should have 5. You should have 5 central midfielders because Bruno's not a central midfielder, but he can do a job there. Meno's not a central midfielder, but can do a job there. So let's say Casemiro and Eriksen leave, which is looking highly likely. But Eriksen, that's already been confirmed. So you're down to 2. Let's say Casemiro leaves. You have just Agate. You have just Agate in there. So you need 4 more. So maybe a youth player, maybe an Angel Gomez on the free, and then you sign 2 central midfielders. There you go. The Ghana who says, I'm about to play Agate again. I don't think he has a choice. Play Agate. Agate's fine. He's 23 years old. Play Agate. Play him. And Yardman Serginho says, like the thing. We're at 63 likes, man. Just under 90 of you lot in here. Let's get up to 80 likes. Like check 1212 and share across all the socials again, people. Share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. Make sure that's on Twitter, X, Instagram. Retweet and like, share from the Instagram. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and hit the notification bell as well, people, when you do so. Continue to get your questions in. Don't have to be Marcus Rashford or Manchester United related. It can be anything sporting related. So get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, I'll star your question. I'll get to it. If you super chat, I will definitely get to your question. So there are the 2 surefire ways to make sure I get to your question, people. They're the surefire ways to make sure I get to your question. Big up to Matthew as well, man. Young G in the cup. Big up Matthew every single time. Let's see. Thoughts on Agate, by the way. Very useful player, as I expected. Like, we all knew, well, I thought we all knew what Agate was when we signed him. That's why I didn't understand the slander he was getting playing under Satan's favorite soldier. People saying, oh, he's not good enough and this, that, and the third. Why is Agate, the midfielder, having the most touches on the ball, making the most passes, trying to progress the ball? That has never been Agate's game. We all know what Agate is good at. And we're seeing now, technically, he's nowhere near as bad as people have made out either. People made out that he was absolutely terrible on the ball. As we're seeing, no, he's competent on the ball. Is he the best? No. Is he going to pick up the ball and hit a 50-yard diagonal? Absolutely not. However, he's good enough to play 5, 10, 15-yard passes. He's good enough to clip it out to the wing backs or the 10s if they're moving out wide. So that's my thoughts on Agate and what he adds off the ball, which is so important. That's why City is struggling, because they got no one in their midfield who's good off the ball. That's why Manchester City struggle so much. Name me a player in their midfield that is good off the ball. They're all on the ball players, all technically sound. Rico Lewis, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, Kovacic, Grealish, Foden. They're all technically sound. Someone got to win the ball back. That's their problem. Right? That's where it is. They have no off-the-ball players in their midfield in particular. This is why they struggle. United need to sign Edison from Atalanta. His name keeps popping up. His name keeps popping up. Will Fury go the distance versus Usyk, or will he get knocked out early? This is a tough one. This is a real 50-50 fight. This is like Crawford-Spence to me in regards to picking a winner's tough. Like, edge it to Fury, but like 51-49. Like I said, it's like Crawford-Spence all over again. I couldn't pick a winner in that. And I edged it to Crawford 51%. And obviously, Crawford just walked through Spence, which still don't get spoken about enough and get enough credit. That's what I'd say. Big up to Sheik as well every single time. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. So, no, I don't think there'll be a knockout. I think it will go points. Maybe a knockdown. But that's two quality fighters, quality boxers that do everything so well. They do, both of them two do everything at such a high level. And that's why the first fight was so good. It's like there's two Hall of Famers. There's two greats right there. It's two greats right there. Yeah, trilogy. It could have a trilogy. Yo. I'm all for it. If they want to fight 5-6 times, I'll watch 5-6 times. Because that is just boxing at the highest level, those two. I don't think they get enough credit for their skill. Maybe Fury because of his like people don't like him for his out of the ring antics, and because Usyk don't talk like great English and he's just quiet and goes about his business, he don't really get credit. But I respect sportsmen at the highest level, and they're two boxers that they're Hall of Famers already. Before they Hall of Famers already. One of them could go lose this bout and get knocked out in the first round, and that might have just solidified. This is just extras now. This is like, all right, which one of us is the best of our generation? Of this crop, should I say? That's what this is for. These two are fighting for, because they're 1 and 2. Because I think they beat everybody else. I don't think any other boxer in the division beats Usyk, and I don't think any other boxer in the division beats Fury. The only people they take L's to is each other. That's what I'd say. That's why when Usyk beat Fury, Usyk's the only person. I think I said that. Even though I picked Fury to win the first one, the only person that can beat him is Usyk. And the only person that can beat Usyk is Fury. I think they're a cut above everybody else. Joshua, Dubois, Dillian White, etc., etc. Oh, yeah, Matthew, you already know. Cavara and Ahmad in the 10s, you ain't getting the ball. I'm with it. I am with it. Just join. Big up to Akeem. So I don't know if you already spoke about this, but what's your prediction for the Spurs game? Lineup dependent, but I'm saying 2-1. I'm saying 2-1 Manchester United. I think we do the business. And get through. H says cheap. I'm sure our whole midfield cost under 75 million. That's Onana, Yuri Tillemans, Barkley, Kamara, McGinn, Rodgers. Exactly. That's what we need to go and do. As people act like, oh, you can't rebuild it. It's going to cost you too much. You can rebuild for 100 M's. Couple frees, couple players at 20, 30 million. You're calm. You can sign 3 players for 90 million. But that's where your recruitment team and your scouting comes into play. That's where your system, which Amorim set up, because everyone now can clearly see what Manchester United need. Because of his system, we can see what the team is now lacking. That's why people are talking. United need a left wing back. Agreed. United need a central midfielder. Agreed. United need another number 10. Agreed. United need a striker. Agreed. United need a left-sided centre back. Agreed. I agree with all those things. Now, we're not going to get all of those roles, but it's important to me. It's the spine. Central midfielder, a 10 striker. They are the 3 roles that are needed the most. Spine. And we can do that. And left wing back, we signed 5 players this summer. So if we go get central midfielder, 10, striker, left wing back, let's say another central midfielder. So 2 central midfielders, 10. 2 central midfielders, 2 10s, striker, left wing back, 6. Cool. Go get 6 players for, I don't know, 150 M's. Couple frees in there, and you'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Without doubt. You reckon he's washed? Tyson Fury getting smoked. He's been washed for a minute. Fairs, Matthew. Flawless, what kind of striker should we go for? Someone like a poacher fox in the box, or someone who comes in and collects the ball or holds up the play and plays it to the wingers? When you're playing one up front, you need someone who can do it all. So who can score goals when the ball's in the box. But we also don't need someone. We don't need a Haaland out there because that's Haaland. Haaland's a poacher and a fox in the box. We need someone who offers more, who holds up the ball, especially with 2 10s. So you need someone who's technically sound but also mobile. You're looking for a complete striker. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. United should have the best scouts in the world. Look at Caicedo prior to Brighton. Their players there for 10 million, which not one of us know about. Exactly. Flawless, would you take Enciso from Brighton? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Enciso. I'm not going to lie. Faizad says, do you see Bruno in the system as a key player, or will he slowly be shipped out under Amorim? I think he's one of those that's going to get phased out. We're seeing it. Once the manager's starting to rotate you in terms of roles, it tells you all you need to know. He's playing a 10. Sometimes he's playing in the pivot. And the manager said as much about Bruno, I'm paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of he likes to play the long ball, which is saying he likes to hoof it and doesn't like to keep it under control. Amorim's an intelligent individual and a very, very smart manager. He knows what he's got, and he knows Bruno's not very good, but it's a slow phasing out because of our lack of quality. We don't really have too much else. That's the problem. That's where the problem lies. We don't really have too much else. How many likes we on? Hey, girls, up to 80 likes, you lot, man. What are we doing? Girls, up to 80 likes. Let's share across the socials. Open up some new tabs, people. We're trying to get over 100 people watching right now and continue to get your questions in. Bandulu says, why do people speak about Rashford like he's Ronaldinho? He needs to go ASAP. We only have problems with him. We can buy 2 new dunks. We can buy 2 new players if we sell him. Bandulu, the reason why people talk about it is because they have an attachment to him. That's why. They have an attachment to him because came through the youth system, Mank born and bred, understands the club, all of this rubbish. And people love the Disney story, you know, the Netflix documentary story surrounding Rashford. That's where the attachment comes from with him. But he's just not good enough. And that's just what it is. If he was signed, let's say he was a £40 million player, there wouldn't be this attachment. But a lot of the Manchester United fans have a very, very unhealthy attachment to academy graduates, Carrington graduates, simply because of the class of 92. That's it. Simply because of the class of 92. And also because it's the way to win. Like I've seen people say, we need to play more academy graduates. No, we don't need to play. We don't need more academy graduates. Absolutely not. No, it's about are they good enough? I'm all for academy graduates playing if they are indeed good enough. Now, if they're on point, cool. If they're of a quality, cool. But if they're not good enough, move them on. Don't see big up my G every single time. Faison says Bruno is getting utilized like Pogba was under Oli. Difference was if Pogba played in his favorite role, he would have balled out. I would never forgive playing Pogba right wing against Liverpool. Tells you all you need to know, Faison. Hey, big up to Dunsey as well. Amorim's fully aware. He It's slowly fades. Like, I think Rashford's gone January. I still can't believe the quote was real. It's real. Yeah, I know my connection moving slow. What's going on here? Let me check. Connection just randomly moving slow. Am I back? Yes, I'm back, people. I'm back. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Did I miss any questions? Let me know. And this is why I do the solo sports Q&As, because I know, because I do so many shows and they're all with other panelists, I don't get to all the questions. And what I'll also do as well, people, I'm going to do this probably, let me check the dates. And I'll do it throughout next year as well, because I'm not about on the 28th of December, because I'm hosting a show. What I will do is Monday the 23rd, I'll put it on the community page as well. You lot can ask me questions and I'll do a pre-recorded video and I'll put it out on the 28th. If I get a lot of good questions, I'll do 2 videos. So I pre-record it and put it out on the 28th. Because I know some people can't catch the lives. I get that. So that's what I'll do. So I'll be like, ask me anything in regards to sporting questions. And then I'll do a pre-record and put the video out. And like I said, if I get a lot of good questions, I'll do 2. That's what I'll do. And I'll do that throughout the year when I'm not about. So if I'm not around for whatever reason, then I'll do a pre-record videos like August when I go carnival, I do it then. So like just before then. So you lot actually got some content on the channel over those 2 days. I can put out some pre-records. Yeah. Big up to Manj. Says big up Flawless. Good luck for your derby tonight. This guy a joke, man, you know. Absolute joke, man. Absolute joke, man. But continue to run up the likes, right? 80 likes, people. At 80 likes, what are we doing? Let's get us up to 80 likes. We're at 76, sorry. So get us up to 80 likes. Questions, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. It's in the pinned comment. And it don't have to be on Manchester United. It can be something else. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you want to disagree with me about something. That's cool too. Until I'm feeling under the weather, man. Jesus. Only going to stay on for the like next 10, 15 minutes or so. But we will be back live an hour before kickoff. So 7 p.m. UK time, 1 hour before kickoff for the Spurs United watch along. We'll be back before that. Big up Flawless. I knew you would find that Troops clip funny. Yeah, shout out to Troops, man, every single time. Thoughts on Lee? Let me get to this to Duncy. I get to that Casper. Oh yeah, you both members, my bad. Thoughts on Liao Flawless? I like Liao, but it's not looking good, man. I'm a fan of Liao's game, but the past couple of years, it ain't been it. Ain't been it whatsoever. And he don't, in regards to Manchester United, they don't suit our system. He's not a 10. He's a left winger. He's a left winger. Do you think Amorim will be heavily backed? Yes. You know why I don't see? Because I think every manager here has been heavily backed. Probably bar Mourinho in the 3rd season when we signed, I think was it Fred and Lee Grant. I think that's all we signed in the 1st season. A United fan will let me know. But I look at the vast majority of our managers, I look at the summers and go, the money that's been spent, you will be backed heavily. So I think Amorim will be. And I think the Rashford situation proves he'll be backed heavily. Because people always look at a backing in regards to who's coming into the club. No. Who's getting rid of, how you getting rid of players? Because that was a conversation coming in. Or you lot will be Amorim out in a year or 18 months or 2 years because he can't get rid of players and he can't drop rubbish. I've said it before, I'll say it again, these 2 things. 1, a manager can drop any player he wants. And number 2, a manager can get rid of any player he wants. Because people would have said, you can't get rid of Rashford. He's on too much money. He's the number 10. He's Mank born and bred. Player power. Remember that one? That's gone quiet now. Player power. So where's Rashford's player power? And this ain't directed at you, don't see. This is just a general statement I'm making. People are like, player power. Where is Rashford's player power? Where is Garnacho's player power? When that man got dropped for the squad for a Manchester derby. Because you know who gives the players power? Manager. Player power don't exist like that. In certain instances, it does. But more often than not, player power comes from the manager. How am I the boss? How are you the employee? But you have the power. The boss is giving you that. What are we talking about? Player power. Big up to Girma. Says, big up Flawless. United fans are way too attached to academy graduates. This never happens at Real Madrid, Bayern, or Juve. I hope Rashford joins Arsenal if he's a true red. I said that. If Rashford he said he's true red Manchester, go join Arsenal. And yeah, United fans are way, way, way too attached to academy graduates. Way too, but it's because of the class of 92 and the way that has been sold and how successful it was. When you look at it, since then, how many academy graduates have actually made the first team and stayed in the first team? You got Rashford, Lingard, Pogba, if you want to include that. I'm missing out a couple, but there's not many is the point I'm making over the last 20 years. Let's say since 2004. How many? It doesn't seem, man. Rashford, yours, man. Great price. Loan deal. We pay like 50% of his wages. The obligation to buy 20 M's. He's yours, man. He's yours. Bandulu says, hope to see Anthony and Euro start today. I'm not trying to see Anthony. I'm not going to lie. However, Euro, I'm with you. Play him as a Rari right wing back. I ain't trying to see Anthony. I'm not. I'm really, really not trying to see him. Nope. Nope. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. And I'm with you, Matthew. Rashford to Arsenal, but just get him out of here. Yeah, Bandulu, Greenwood's another one. But we're talking, what, 5, 6 max in the past 20 years? And that's not a shot at the academy. Most big clubs' academies don't produce first team players because academies are not there for that. Academies are to make sure, one, you can make money off them, number one, and number two, it's just to produce professional footballers. So whether it's in the Premier League at the highest level, whether it's Premier League mid-table, whether it's battling relegation, whether it's Championship, whether it's League One, whether it's League Two, how many Manchester United players, academy graduates, are just currently playing football? There's loads, so many, loads of our academy graduates across all the leagues. If you go check Championship, League One, League Two, it'll be full of Manchester United academy graduates and probably elsewhere as well in different countries too. Yeah, City's academy is very good too, and they're the same. City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs probably have academy graduates all throughout the different leagues in the country. Look at this guy, yo, bro. Just concentrate on whether you back in the main or the side. Would you rate Pogba as one of the best academy players we produced on? Absolutely, he's one of the best academy graduates we've ever produced. Absolutely. Just because it didn't work here doesn't mean he's not quality. Doesn't mean. When has Anthony been a difference maker? When? I missed this. How about the Brighton striker, says Bud? Are you talking about Evan Ferguson? No, I ain't trying to see Evan Ferguson. Did you know Onana was a Barca Academy player? Insane. What, Onana at Villa? Was he? And this is it, Matthew. In regards to where Manchester United are trying to go, yeah, Academy's not the greatest. It's not. But we're looking for the top 1% of the top 1%. It's very, very tough. Very, very tough to do that. But we produce players who can play professional football. That's what it is. Would I sell Onana? Absolutely. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough. Even though his form has been good, despite the 2 mistakes he made against Forest and Victoria Pilsen, I would move him on. 100% I'd move him on. Best striker in the Premier League at the moment, I'd say Isak. What about you? In terms of what form are you talking overall? Casper says, Onana, your goalie. Oh, he was from the Barca Academy. Okay, I had no idea. See what I'm talking about? You learn new things every day. You learn new things. They're on code. Form-wise is Jackson. In terms of form, is Jackson. I don't think he's the best striker overall, but form-wise he is. Hey, did someone raid? Let me know, people. Did someone raid? I just seen the numbers jump up. Let me know. Oh, you're talking about Welbeck. But I like Welbeck. Welbeck, my guy. But yeah, I'm not trying to sign Welbeck back. But shout out, man, like Welps. Oh, shit, Dan Potts raided. Hey, shout out to Potts, man. That's my guy, man. Big up to Potts each and every time. Big up to everyone who's just joined over from the raid. Big up again to Potts for the raid. Everyone who's joined over from the raid, hit the like button. Let's get us up to 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button on the channel, Sarcasm City TV. This is a solo sports Q&A where I'm just answering sporting questions from the chat. Big up to Potts as well. Let me mod Potts. The fact that Potts is not modded is a travesty. It's my guy right there, man. Shout out Potts. Every time. That's my guy. Make sure you subscribe to the 12th man. You see me over on Potts' channel, see me on Lee Judge's channel. That's because of Potts as well. So big up to Potts every single time. Big up Chinlu, good to see you. Says big up Flawless prediction for United's game versus Tottenham. 2-1 Manchester United. I think we get the dub. I like our chances a lot. I was confident going into the City game. I'm confident going into this game against Spurs. They'll give us a game, absolutely. We ain't going to roll through them. They'll be up for it. But I fancy our chances. I fancy our chances in this game. I ain't going to lie. I really do. Do you see Anthony Ahmad start tonight on that right-hand side, or do you think he will go 2 defensive wing-backs? Because of the way he's spoken about Spurs and them going forward and their pace and their attacking prowess, I think he goes with Mazraoui that side. Mazraoui got to play. Mazraoui got to play. 100%. Mazraoui got to play. It's been our best player this season. Faizan says, Flawless, would you say, and if you lot got questions like this is fine too. Flawless, would you say you're a baller and where do you like playing? Nope, I'm not a baller, because if I was a baller, I would have played at some form of high level. I'd never played above Saturday League, Sunday League, which for those that don't know is like the lowest level in the UK. Saturday League, Sunday League, 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 7-a-side. So no, far from a baller. In regards to 11-a-side, I'm a DM. I'm a 6. And shout out to Monts on Big Six Bants. We played at the Molineux, for those that don't know. It was for charity. We played at the Molineux. So myself, Monts, who's on Big Six Bants, and back again on Never a Foul. Kaz, who's also on Never a Foul, and Roms, who you see on Never a Foul and Big Six Bants as well. And I actually do need to do a watch along. I keep saying this, I've just not got the footage from Monts, but he did a watch along for it. But I'm a DM in regards to playing 11-a-side. But far from a baller, I ain't gonna gas it up. Average player. Me, I'm saying average player. I just attempt to do the basics very, very well. And then as for like 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 7-a-side, kind of do a bit of everything. But I'm more depends on the team. Depends on the team in regards to my fitness level. So if I'm playing on a better team or I'm not as fit, I'll chill and defend because I'm not trying to get up and down 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 7-a-side. However, if the team's a bit better and there's more defensive players and I'm much more match sharp and match fit, I'll play more attacking and get on the ball and try and score goals and stuff. Because 11-a-side, I ain't got the skills in the final third. However, 5-a-side, 6-a-side, because it's closer and the goals are closer, I'm good enough technically to shift the ball and shoot. That's Victor. Me and Victor have played in the same 5-a-side team before, so Victor will tell you if he was it. Hey, big up, bud, every single time. Flawless, did you watch Cherky? This guy is better than Musiala, Yamal, and them, man. I've not watched Cherky. No, I've not watched him. Yes, I live in Manchester East. I live in Manchester. So basically, Flawless isn't checking back. No, but that's funny. Something like that. You lot can watch the game and make your own minds up. That's what I'd say. Faisal says Flawless is better than Bruno. He can do the simple things Bruno can't. I'm much more defensively sound than Bruno, I'll tell you that. But that's not his game. I can tracking runners is a bit thing, but I can, if the fullback goes forward either side, I can drop over to that side. If a fullback struggling with a winger, I can double up type of thing. Playing out of a press, no. But can I play progressive passes? Yes. Can I get on the ball in space? Yes. And turn and play right foot, left foot passes? Absolutely. Hey, run up the likes as well. Run up the likes. Let's see, I don't gas it up. I could have easily been like, yo, you man, I'm a baller, this, that, and the third. No, I ain't gonna do that to you lot. I'm not even gonna lie. But one thing I'm gonna do in 2025 is try and get some footage of me playing football. I don't know how, I don't know where, but yeah. Yusuf says, Flawless, I love your show with rants. Wish you could also join Mandem Talk. Appreciate the kind words, Yusuf. I appreciate that. And you know what? I can join Mandem Talk. It's just that on Wednesdays, that's the day that I don't do any content that early, like early afternoon or late afternoon. So I'm moving around doing bits and pieces. But I am actually, Saeed has said to me, it's on me. It's not on Saeed. You can join Mandem Talk. He has. That's why I've been on there occasionally. But it's a fantastic show and I don't want to mess up the flow of it. It's a fantastic show. Who's the best content creator that plays football in your opinion? I've not watched everyone play, but the best player I've ever played against or seen is Mr. Aaron United, Aaron Sakayo, because he's actually played at a professional level. Because he played for, I think it was a Bundesliga 2 team. I think it was a Bundesliga 2 team. Yeah. And just after remember, like after the first lockdown that we had, again, everyone in England will know. After the initial lockdown happened, we all went and played ball. So it was me, Aaron, Saeed, Stroh, couple others. I played against Aaron. Nightmare, man. We played 5-a-side. Nightmare to play against. One of the worst players to play against. I was like, yeah, one of you lot got to mark him. He was terrible. Nightmare. Quick, direct, skillful, can drop the shoulder, right foot, left foot. Horrible. Absolute horrible. Flawless, you need to make a video of playing football with Demanding and doing drills. That'll be a banger. It'll probably happen at some point. So do you always watch home games? Always. I thought you lived far from there because you always do watch alongs home or away, because it's hard to get tickets east. That's why. If you've got a ticket plug for me, let me know. People don't understand how tough it is to get Manchester United tickets. And then not only on top of that, how expensive they can be. I am not paying 70, 80 pounds to watch Ten Hag ball. Absolutely not. Even when I went to the Arsenal game, I went, one, because it was the end of the season to link up with the man, and two, the ticket was super cheap. That's what it is. That's why I was at the Etihad. For those that don't know, I was at the Etihad for this last Manchester derby, the scenes. That's why my voice is still a little bit hoarse now, even though it's coming back. So that's why. But East, if you've got a ticket link that's cheap, hey, let me know, and I will be there. Flawless, please upload some shorts from your Yardman show. Your shows helped me cope from Ten Hag hangover. Big up Ruben for kicking out 2 road runners. I hear you, Yusuf. I need to get on that in 2025 in regards to content and helping the channel grow. So it's all in the what's it called? The words I'm looking for. It's all in the pipeline, man. It's all in the pipeline. Oh yeah, epic scenes, man. Limbs. For those that have seen the videos on my socials, I put it on my Twitter, I put it on my Instagram. I should really upload it as a shot on here. My voice went. That Bruno penalty, that Diallo goal. Oh, the limbs. Away day settings, man. I'm still gassed. I wish I could relive it. When Diallo went past Edison. The ball from Martinez when Diallo went past Edison. And then we just seen the ball go in. Standing on chairs, giving City fans so much shit. Because I was the away end in the Etihad is right close to the City end. It's right there. It's like 10 yards away. It's mad. Hey, big up Javon every single time, man. Hope you're blessed. If you could play with any current footballer, who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? That's a good question, Daniel. What footballer would I want to play with? I'm going to give you a name. I'm just thinking about it. Like now, these 2 things. Do I pick a player who gets the best out of me? Or do I just pick a player who I just think's a baller? Shit. It's a player. This is great. I don't know, Daniel. It's a great question. I really don't know. I'm unsure. I don't know. Ask me that at a later date, Daniel. I've not got a clue. Now, you know who? Casemiro. Because not only is he one of my favorite players, he would also get the best out of me. So that's 2. That's what I'd say. Because he runs around and clamps people and does all that bit. Yeah. For me, yeah, probably Casemiro, to be honest. Yes, to Bud, I was at the Etihad. Yeah. I was there. But Lucy, Casemiro will get the best out of me because all the things I'm really bad at, he's really good at. closing down, clamping people, physical attributes, covering ground, air really good, etc., etc. So it'd be him. It would be him. So yeah, hey, to East, man, have you not got a link? Let me know, man. You know, got a ticket link for me. Were you saying I should go to games? So I thought you had a link. Help a brother out. All this time, I thought you lived far away, but then saw a video of you at the Etihad. After that, you're on Saeed's stream in your crib. I was like, so you live in Manchester, can link up with Faz and Saeed easily. Of course I can link up with Faz and Saeed easily. They're my guys. I'm brethren with them. They're my duns. But do you have a ticket link for me? Let me know. Like I said, I'm all for going for games. Someone got to sort me out tickets. I can't just pull up and go, I'm flawless, let me in the building. It don't work like that. If you could take a player from a non-Big Six club, who will it be and why? Who would I take from a Big Six? Who would I take from a Big Six club? That's a good question again. You stumped me there, Warrior. You got me asking some good questions. Fuck. That stumped me. That has stumped me. You said non-Big Six club, Javon. Said non-Big Six. Non-Big Six. You know, ain't reading the question. Who would I take? Certified is between two. I'm thinking of Isak or Ain't Nori. They're the two that are coming to mind. They're the two that are coming to mind. Belieber's a shout, you know. Belieber is a shout. Belieber is a, man said show, you know. Suns Big Six, Don C. Of course I would have said a Spurs player. Come on now. Come on now. I'm saying they get the best players in North London. We know this. I'll probably go Ain't Nori. Probably say Ain't Nori. But then Isak, because Isak's the injuries with Isak. So yeah, I'll probably go Ain't Nori, to be honest. That's what I'd say. I'll go with him. And the reason why I'd say him, because a Diblin is definitely, you can go get a Diblin. We could go and get a Belieber, in my opinion. Whereas Isak, we wouldn't be able to get, but we could get an Ain't Nori. I still go Ain't Nori. Still go Ain't Nori. That's just me. Yeah. If you could swap one player from United with anyone else in the world, like in terms of ability, who would that be? If you could swap one player with, ask me this again. So Chinlu, do you mean like in regards to if I could just take any player from the world? Is that what you're asking me? Is it just any player? Is this what you're saying to me? This is what you're saying. Anyone. I'll take one player from the world. You might take him. Oh, good question. Who might take him? Take one player in the world. Who might take him? You lot stumped me again. Fuck. Yes, I would take Tyler Diblin, Warrior J, 100%. Go sign him. Southampton get relegated, go get him. Wolves get relegated, go get Ain't Nori. What player would I take? I ain't gonna lie, Chouameni. That's who I get. All the time, one player, I go get Chouameni. No, he's not having the best of seasons right now, but he suits this system down to a T. I go get Chouameni. I rate him that highly. I think he's quality. I think he's nowhere. I think he's that good now, and he's nowhere near the finished article. So that's what it is. I wouldn't take Vinicius Jr. because I don't think he suits the system like that. So I just go get Cameron. I'd go get Chouameni. I've been sold. Anyone knows me knows I've been a big fan of Chouameni for a long time now. I think he's top quality. So's Camavinga, but I prefer Chouameni. But Chouameni's what, 24, going on 25, like, so he's entering his prime as well. But Camavinga's a bad boy too. No, for me personally, Tchouaméni. Yeah, Camavinga's a shout. Rodrigo will be good. But I said Jude in the left hand. You know, you're a joke, man. Build my perfect 11. Build my perfect 11. One sec. I'm just timing out. Ryan, you look. Give me a sec. Who didn't want to agree with you? Me. Agree with you on what? Oh, you might even be talking to me. I know you lot be chatting in the chat. Perfect 11 is tough. More so is profiles. Get profiles that fit this, because it's like there's not, when I look at left-sided centre-backs, like there's not a left-sided centre-back that I look at and go, yeah, go get him. But I can tell you the profile. I actually like our defenders, to be honest. From the defenders you have, which defenders you think will survive and will not survive under Amorim next season? Who will survive and will not survive under Amorim next season? I think De Ligt will be fine. Yoro will be fine. I think Maguire might actually be all right. Maguire. Martinez. I see Martinez staying, but I think we sign a left-sided centre-back to be in front of him. Shaw don't. So Shaw, Lindelof. Who else we got? Johnny Evans, who's on the way out. I think those three are gone. Is there any other defenders? Centre-backs. I think it's just those three. If there's someone I forgot, let me know. But Shaw, Lindelof. But then Lindelof can play in the back three. Shaw, Johnny Evans, definitely gone. I think we sign a left-sided centre-back and leave it at that. Because then you would have left-sided centre-back, new left-sided centre-back, Martinez. Central centre-back, you got De Ligt. You got Maguire, who can play there. Right-sided centre-back, you got Yoro, you got De Ligt. Lindelof, who can play there as well. So that's what I'd say. Is Ahmad's ceiling higher than Saka's? No. I don't think it's higher than Saka's. I think it's about even, to be honest. I think Nick, I think Malacia will survive because I think he can do a job at left wing back and he can do a job at left-sided centre-back. So I think so. I have no idea who this is. Yeah, man, you gotta treat holes like holes, man. That's what I'd say. Flawless team of the season for now and team of the worst. I don't watch enough players, I'm not gonna lie, so it'd be hella bias. Hella bias. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff as well. Still over 100 of you lot in the building. 110 likes. You lot doing well with the likes. You know what? You know, are real ones. Well, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well, people. Get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, link is in the pinned comment for the membership. Then that is one surefire way to make sure I start your question and get to it. Same if you super chat, I'll get to it as well. Big up to Richo, man. Big up to Richo. Big up every single time. Build your best 11 post Fergie, so not Skulls or Gigs. Build your 11 from the players we bought from Fergie left. Faison, you trying to hurt my head with this? I don't want to do that with these terrible players. Hey, 11 of these, man, I like. Luke or Edwards? Edwards, just because I prefer Edwards' game. I prefer Edwards' games to Luka. I prefer someone who's athletic. Even though Edwards started shooting a lot of threes, I prefer the fact he'll dribble and he'll go and he'll just dunk on someone. That's not Luka's game, but Luka's cold. Yeah, man. I try to depress me. I'm trying to forget about that. Flawless, you heard of the Rashford to Barca rumors? Olmo might go on a free because they can't register him for the second half of the season. I have heard the Rashford to Barcelona rumors. I didn't know. I heard about this Olmo thing as well because Barcelona always have issues registering players and things of that nature. So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. I just like the fact we're hearing rumors of Rashford being moved away from Manchester United. That's the best thing. You know why? Because man ain't good enough. He is not good enough. So I love rumors of him moving away. I'm loving rumors of Garnacho being unhappy. Get these players out of here. Not good enough. Let's continue with this rebuild. Because we got a manager in Amorim that I genuinely believe in. And I like what he's done so far. And it's only been a short amount of time. And this is why even when like we drew to Ipswich, people were like, why are you not being super critical of the performance? I'm like, one, it's game number one, and number two, I can see already what he's trying to do. Everything I've asked of Amorim, everything I wanted Amorim to do, he's done plus more. That's why I don't really have complaints. He's done everything I asked plus more. Done all the basics and even more so. I said, run me an Olmo Rashford swap deal. You sold on him, Matthew. You sold on Olmo like that. No, I didn't see Ineos increase their shares to 30%. News to me, I didn't. Do you think Mazraoui long-term will end up playing wing-back or remaining right-sided centre-back since he's been steady? I would say he's probably because he's that good at everything, it's tough. I trust him at right wing-back. I trust him at right-sided centre-back. At right wing-back, because we've not seen us on the ball and be dominant a lot going forward, I don't know about his attacking qualities because I just don't see him in the final third like that. So that's where it lies. That's the tough part of it. But yeah, I think I like him as a right. I do like him as a right wing back. I do like him as a right wing back. Well, I do. Hey, OC, big up. Says, large up yourself, flawless. Salute, man. Big up, big up. Almost Cody would fit in the left 10 role in our system. Fairs, if you're saying that, Matthew Fairs, I take that on board. I'm not saying is Olmo would be a magnificent in the left 10. Fairs. Hey, bud, I hear you. Imagine how many coaches gave Rashford a chance. Time to go. It's a wrap. RIP to the great man Claude, man. It's time to go. Facts. Facts. Ahmed says, we need more players like Maz. I hear you. Sai says, I watched Barca this season. Barca does not need Olmo. Fairs. I've watched Barca. Not actually quite a bit. Not frequent, but I watch Barca when I can. When they're the Saturday game, I watch Barca if they're the late Saturday game. And what's this with Ineos increasing their shares to 30%? What was they at before? What was they at before? Warrior J saying, oh yeah, to be fair, Olmo could fit your team. I'm with it. I'm just liking all these rumors. I'm liking all these conversations. Love it. Absolutely love it. Sorry, you lot. I'm just looking for my slippers. That's all. Just looking for my slippers. That's it. One sec. Where we at? What's this? Sir Jim Ratcliffe has increased his stake in Manchester United to 28.94% with a 79 million injection. That's from our Mike Keegan _DM. Fairs. Technical deficiencies in our team are too prominent. We need way more technicians. We need way more everything, OC. I hear you. We need way more technique. We need way more physicality. We need way more. We need much better mentality too. We lack everything across the board. That's why we are where we are. This is why we've had the struggles we've had this season. Lack everything. This is why this rebuild is so important, but I think they can get it done. I just keep saying this has to be profiles over names. Has to be profiles over names. That's why if you ask me questions and go, oh, who would you go and get and da-da-da, I'll give you names. Oh yeah, Ain't Nori, Baliba, Bayano, Kvaratskhelia. Cool with the names, but it has to be profiles. Has to be profiles in regards to, forget the name. I need a central midfielder that does this. I've said this many a time on it. I need a central midfielder that does this, this, and this. And then you get a list of midfielders who can do that list. Pinu says, Ratcliffe will buy out the Glazers. Fairs. We'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Is there any youth players that we sold too early in your opinion? Apart from Pogba, no. Because none of them went on to achieve anything at the highest level, so I don't look at anything as a miss. I'll look at any of them as a miss. If any of them went on to reach the highest level of the game, I go, you know what? First, so literally only Pogba, Josh. Only Pogba. I can't lie. I like the players we getting linked with the ideas of names and profiles. We used to get linked with Longstaff and Josh King and them, man. You got a point, Matthew. You got a point. What do you think of Maguire? Shall we keep him as a backup or shall we sell him? To be fair, in the back three, he plays well. As long as he's backup to the backup, cool. So if you got two left-sided centre-backs 2 central centre-backs, 2 right-sided centre-backs. So that's 6. No, wait. Yeah, that's 6. He should be then 7. He should be 7th choice in that instance, is what I'm saying. That's what he should be on. Like, he shouldn't be first off the bench. There should be 2 players in front of him. Flawless, do you think Ineos making crucial decisions will put Glazers take out off the limelight? What take out? What do you mean, Si? Ask me that again. I just fear this win versus Manchester City is giving a lot of man a false sense of security. When it's all said and done, most of these man won't cut it. Who's it giving a false sense of security to, in your opinion, OC? Who do you think that is? And I agree with this, Nick. If Maguire agrees a pay cut, keep him. Otherwise, and I think he will. He's got a year left on his deal. He's like 32. I think he will. Flawless. I hear Zinchenko and Jesus is on the market. Are you interested? Says Duncy. As interested as you are in taking Marcus Rashford. Amarim says Garnacho is doing really good. He trained really well. He seems a little bit upset with me, and that is perfect. I was really, really happy because I would do the same. He's ready for the game, and I knew that Garnacho would get back in the squad. He was never going to be banished forever, and Amarim don't see that type of guy. And he said it. Said it after the match. He was like, tomorrow, new life. Him and Rashford, before Rashford said what he said, can get back in the team. He said that. Yeah, I think Ahmad rest. Hopefully not. He's 23. Play him. Play him. Like, I'm all for resting at points, but he's definitely capable of playing 3 games in 10 days. You're a 23-year-old, 24, professional athlete. He's definitely capable. He's definitely. It's not like man's 35, 36, or he's coming back from injury or something like that. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Some good questions. Before Ineos, all United fans wanted Glazers out, but after Ineos, all the focus on Ineos rather than the majority owner Glazers. Oh, so what you're asking is, do I think Ineos being here takes away from the Glazers? To an extent, but it's still fuck the Glazers anyway. There's still anti-Glazer chants. Everyone still can't stand them as a fan base. So even though they're not spoken about as prominently, they will still receive criticism. And even if we're successful, which we have been successful under the Glazers, we still give them shit. There was still the green and gold scarves at OT when Manchester United were a dominant side. And I know I've said this before because I was there. Because I was there, so I know these things. Amarim is going to let the Garnacho die again at Spurs, so he's sold definitely in January. I hope he don't start today. Keep him on the bench. I mean, false sense of security in terms of fans being reactionary and start expecting madness now because because we've know how bad these same players can be. That's on the fans, OC. If the fans get lured in by the City result, that's the stupidity of those fans. That's on them. If you think we've turned a corner because we beat Manchester City, that's on them. You get lulled into a false sense of security. That's your own foolish mindset as a fan. That's why I don't pay attention to the fans. I know what these players are. So they can't trick me. I've watched them for too long. Watched them for way, way, way too long. To be honest, our attack looks uninspiring without Ahmed, but the way Amarim rotates, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yeah. Our attack is terrible without Ahmed. Or if he's not playing well, it's terrible. So I hear you, innovation. Trust me, I hear you. Wait, Flawless, my bad, but if I said this too much, but what stream are you doing on Christmas Day? That's a great question. What stream am I doing on Christmas Day? I can't even remember myself. Christmas Day. I'll be a Christmas Day Q&A. Late. Depends what time I get back. Maybe 9 p.m., 10 p.m., maybe slightly later, 11 p.m. Just keep a lookout. But Christmas Day Q&A. And then I'll do a couple of the NBA games on the playback, the 2 late games. The Lakers are playing, the Suns are playing, the Warriors are playing. So the 2 late games I'll be doing. Bear with me, people, and run up the likes as well, man. Run up the likes. Run up the likes, people. Nah, it won't be a solo Q&A. It'll be with everybody. Everyone will jump on that Q&A. It won't be a solo one like this. Obviously, solos I do for every Thursday, 4:30 p.m. UK time. Brother says, we need a result today and versus Bournemouth to keep me happy. I hear you. I hear you. Prime consistent Pogba in your team or prime consistent De Bruyne in your team, Pogba. Even when Ratcliffe made his first bid, he tried to buy 69% of the club. I don't like all the 69%, I'm not going to lie. And 29.7 and 30 and 32.5 and just buy the club outright. But I think Rasmus will improve under Amorim. Yeah, slightly. I think he'll improve. I think we've seen a better him already, but he's still not good enough. I want him third choice. I've said this. Go get Son on a free in the summer. Go sign a marksman. Let Højlund be third choice striker. Let's hope what Ahmad did will spark something in Xerxes and Garnacho on the pitch. Yeah, we're not happy with them, but a positive mindset can do wonders. I hear you. 69% is not a pause. 69% is nowhere near a pause. I don't know what you're talking about, but big up to you, IMY. For all this, you really take Pogba rather than prime Pogba rather than prime KDB. Yes, absolutely. Hassam says, question for Flawless, why do you wear a hat inside? Because my hair is a mess. That's why. And I can't be out here with my hair looking like this. My hair is shocking right now. It's abysmal. That's why I wear a hat more often than not. Our profiles in our attack are horrible, Bar Ahmad. Yes, they are. I see that. That's why when Ahmad's on the pitch and he's not playing well, or he's just playing okay, our attack, the Manchester Derby was like that. I'm watching it going, oh, geez, yeah. Like everything I've been saying is true. Everything I've been saying, I've seen it in real time. I've been saying it. OC says, now with Rasmus, the main issues are fundamentally his strengths are that great for him to be lacking what he does. Yeah, he's just not good enough. Menu says Glenn is owned. Oh, so they're the majority owners. Cool. So we blame them for everything. Solo prediction for the weekend games. Neva Hassam. Terrible question. Kill me. Solo prediction for the weekend games. I'll tell you that now. Let me pull up these games 1 second. So let's do Villa City. I think Villa beat them. 3-1 Villa. No, 2-1 Villa. Palace Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal do the business. Everton Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. United Bournemouth. 1-0 United. Tottenham Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, we at. How long do you think Bruno gets till he gets frozen out of this squad? Probably next season. I think next season we'll start to see him get phased out. Can't do it now because we just got no players. If you get rid of Rashford, Garnacho, and Bruno, you literally have nothing left. You literally, our squad is light. You literally have, it would be Xerxes, Diallo, Mount, Højlund. And Mount's always injured. So you literally got 3. You'd have 3 players for 3 spots for the rest of the season. All right, you want to throw Mano in there 4, that's cool. Literally have 4 players for 3 spots for the entire part of for 4 competitions we're in currently. Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup. Yeah. Flawless, why you been cancelling Yardman edition lately? Why I cancelled 1? Cancelled 1? What are we talking about? Big up to Destroyer says, just saying hello. Good luck against Spurs. Big up, man. Big up. And appreciate the super chat. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. We need 10s and wingbacks ASAP. Agreed. We do football or soccer. I fully agree with that. Fully agree. If Ratcliffe wants to buy out the Glazers, he just needs to buy 69% of the club. Cool. I don't want either in charge, but hey, that's a whole different conversation. But fair enough, then you. I don't know. Like, if you like the Glazers or you like Ineos or both, I don't know. Have Kvara and Ahmed in the same team is like having Ronaldo region and Messi region on the same side. All right, relax. They're not Ronaldo and Messi. They're good players, yes. They're not Ronaldo and Messi. Relax. You're doing way too much. But if we can get Kvara, I'm fully with that. I'm fully on board with getting Kvara, without question. Without question. Hassan really just asked me 2 foolish questions and then leave. And the thing is, he knew one of them as well. He knew the answer to both. I actually need to get my head done. I need to get it taken out. Man, it was one. Mezu, why you always? Oh, Binu, you like Ineos? Cool. I don't, and you know this. Off the topic, but Liverpool versus Manchester United game. I know you're doing watch-alongs with the Beige and Liverpool panelists, but who's joining for United? It'll be the Sheik, Eddie, YG, and if they've got 5, I'll get a 5th. But yeah, Sheik, Eddie, YG. Shout out to Beige and Reds TV. Make sure you subscribe to Beige and Reds TV. And if that's the case, YMY, in regards to the Yardman shows, go back and listen to previous ones. There's a playlist for them. Innovation, because we're fans. Like, we're fanatics. We're going to go overboard and over the top. That's what Manchester United fans do. No, tell a lie. That's what all fan base, not all the fan base, but fan bases of big clubs do. That's what we do. How you hear Liverpool fans talking about Salah being the best right winger ever in the Premier League. Like, Ronaldo didn't play here. And I made that point when we had the discussion on Back Again. Salah's never been at the heights Cristiano Ronaldo was over that 3-year period. No. Ronaldo was better than Messi at one point. Like, clear as day, that 08 season. Salah's cold, but he's never been that level. Flawless, given a chance, who will you choose between Sancho or Pogba for current Amorim squad? What, Pogba right now? I wouldn't bring Pogba back right now. And I wouldn't bring Sancho back right now either. And not because for Pogba, he hasn't played because Pogba hasn't played in however long. How long? What is it? 18 months. 18 months since Pogba's played. Nowhere near match sharpness. And he was injury prone before that. That's why I wouldn't bring him back. And in regards to Sancho, I wouldn't bring him back because it's unfair to Sancho. I don't think Sancho wants to be here. I don't think a lot of our fan base want him here either. So I wouldn't bring Sancho back to Manchester United. It's not a positive environment. It's a toxic environment for him. I wouldn't bring Sancho back here. Sancho fits like a glove in regards to the system and the team, but all the extra noise, nah. I don't think, and Sancho wouldn't want to come back. You think Sancho wants to come back to United? Fuck no. Hell no. I got hell here. Hell. Why would you come back? I don't think people realize I wouldn't. I'm a United fan. And if I got treated the way under Ten Hag and the way some of the fan base spoke about me, I'm not coming back. I'm saying people detriment to me. I've heard people say on here, oh, he's a bad trainer. Convinced. Heard streamers say that. He's a bad trainer. He's got a bad attitude. Heard people in chat say that. Heard people in socials say that. Nobody bar Ten Hag has ever said any of these things. But people took it as gospel. Fuck no, am I coming back? Are you crazy? So I don't think he will come back. So no, I wouldn't bring Sancho back. Nah. And that's, again, not because of his talent. Flawless, when you say you don't like Ineos, do you mean Barada, Wilcox, Rack? Everybody involved and attached to it. Everyone. Don't like none of them. Big up to Warrior J says, oh yeah, I'm done with the timestamp from United Arsenal show. Big up, man. Big up. Appreciate it. Flawless, I agree, but Ronaldo only played 3 seasons and Salah will end Liverpool's career at 9-10 seasons above 200 Premier League goals. Yeah, that's a longevity argument. Longevity, Salah. But has Salah ever been better? Has any version of Salah ever been better than that Cristiano Ronaldo? No. So how is he better in the Premier League years? He has the longevity argument. Yes. Has Salah ever been the best player in Europe at Liverpool in a season? Everything Clip says, any particular reason you don't like them? How long have you got? How long have you got? Are you Everything Clips? You might be new here. Love the username. I love the profile picture as well. Just want to say that. Many reasons as to why I don't like them. Number one, they allowed the Glazers to stay here longer. That's number one. So you've done a deal. The reason why our club is in the state it's in is large in part to them, and you come in and do a deal with them. So that's number one. Number two, keeping Ten Hag after agreeing to sack him. 3, giving Bruno a new deal. 4, the piss poor attempt at replacing Eric Ten Hag. Number 5, interviewing Thomas Tuchel to do that. Number 6, having a terrible start and having a terrible start to the season, not sacking Ten Hag. 7, international break starts and we don't sack first international break. Could sack him, don't. 8, continues to we continue to put in poor performances, you still don't sack him. Number 9, we get to the second international break, you still don't sack him. Number 10, you're at Villa Park. Was that the second? It was the third one. You're at Villa Park, another piss poor performance, you still don't sack him. Number 11, in that international break, we still don't sack him. Number 12, we have the big meeting and we still don't sack him. Number 13, after the meeting, there's no conversation or no talk about Ten Hag. Number 14, we then lose to West Ham and you then sack him. I got more. That's just 14 off rip. It's 14 off rip. Number 15, didn't do a full takeover. But you want what's best for Manchester United. Because you might are quick to talk and quick to chat when it's positive. But when we want news on Ten Hag, silence. Number 16, blaming Ashworth for everything. Ashworth was the one who gave Bruno a deal. Ashworth wanted Southgate. Oh, there's so many. Like, don't even get me started. I've just named 16 reasons off jump, and there's more. I could probably reach 20. How long have you been here? I didn't even get into the whole Dan Ashworth thing either. More of that. So that's why I don't like him. All right, what are we talking about here? 50. I could keep going, Warrior J. Just because they've done good doesn't mean that I liked them. It's like being in a relationship. The girl might not be all bad. Not everything is bad with her. But there's enough bad reasons to the point you want to break up. That's how I look at Ineos. I'm saying, all right, you cook well, but you do nothing else. You give me grief. You give me verbal abuse. You give me physical abuse. We're talking about you don't support me in nothing. Do nothing for me. Just give me nothing but headache, but you cook exceptionally well. However, let's say we win the double and Mo wins the Ballon d'Or. Does he win then? Is this version of Mo Salah better than that Cristiano Ronaldo? No, he's not. He's second. And that's okay. But he's not better than that Ronaldo. Because then we'll be saying that Mo Salah is of the level of Lionel Messi in 08-09. And we know how stupid that sounds. Mo's second and it's cool. Quality baller. One of the best right wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League, period. Like I said, I got him second as from a right winger perspective. He's behind Ronaldo. Yeah, Faison. People always ask, oh, why don't you like Ineos? Like we haven't watched Ineos and all this shit they've done. Binyu says, Berardi and Wilcox have proven themselves at City. What does that have to do with what I've said? What does that mean to me? That they've proven themselves at City. Have I criticized them for their City stint? No. So why are we saying this? Do you actually believe this manager will identify Maino as a 10 one day? Yes. I think he's smart enough to notice that. That's why we see Maino play higher up. Even in the derby, Maino wasn't in the pivot. He started there, like in the first half, but the second half he was higher. He wasn't quite in the 10, but he was high up, linking up with Maino and Maserari on that right-hand side. He wasn't in the pivot. He wasn't. Can't believe people comparing Salah to CR7. I get it. Yeah, exactly. Nunes proved himself at Benfica. Who cares? Man, just be saying anything because they can't respond back to the points I made. So let's just move the goalposts. I never said Wilcox and Berardi don't have CVs. I'm explaining why I don't like Ineos because of all the stuff they've done at Manchester United Football Club. Hey, big up Dennis, man. Good to see you. Says big up yourself, flawless. What's your prediction for Spurs United today? United 2-1. Just compare the players who played in 08 and now when you see why Ronaldo was better than Salah. Exactly. Exactly, Ed. And David Moyes proved himself at Everton. What are we doing here? Foolishness. Exactly. I get your perspective, but these are the same people that got us Ruben in the middle of the season. And that's a good thing. But like I said with the girl analogy, you can do things well. Same way A bad player can have good games. That's what that is. I also think we had a very good window, incomings and outgoings. And I praised Ineos for that. Buying, very good. Selling, very good. Getting Amorim in, very good. But how come you didn't get Amorim in the summer? I don't give you points for putting out fires that you started. That you lot may be cool. I don't do that. It's the girl analogy all over again. She cooks very well. That's it. She gives me nothing but grief. You know what I'm saying? She's on my case constantly, pure headaches, always shouting, always beefing, always on socials, airing our business, etc., etc. But she cooks well and she's pretty. It's not enough. Word to Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough. Not enough. Not enough. That's what it is. Like, that's just me. Again, everyone's different. So that's my thoughts on it. And I'm not going to change my mind until they do much better. If they do much better, guess what? Hey, with that Ten Hag stuff, unforgivable. And they messed up multiple times. Unforgivable for me. Dude, if we win the Premier League and the Champions League next season, will you back Ineos? No. Because we won the Premier League and Champions League under Glazers. Did you back them, Binu? Let me ask you that, Binu. Because I don't know how old you are, but I'm presuming you're of an age to have seen at least, maybe you're not, but yeah, I'll ask you that question. We won the Premier League and Champions League under Glazers, so do you back the Glazers? I'll ask you that. I'm not sure, Warrior J, how much longer. As long as you don't keep asking good questions, to be honest. Dennis says, if you beat Spurs tonight, flawless, what team you trying to avoid in the semis? I'm guessing Liverpool, right? I was saying this earlier, Dennis. I don't like any of the matchups. Liverpool is tough for obvious reasons. Arsenal is tough for obvious reasons. And Newcastle, we match up horribly against. Stylistically, they are all wrong for him. All wrong for him. I mean, we're all wrong. They're all wrong for us, sorry. All wrong for us. Turn the TV off, you already know. Oh, shit, Henry's back. Big up, man. Oh, you man got rid of him already? Shout out Henry, man. My biggest fan. Hey, good to see you, Henry, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, Binu, there you go then. So, we won the Champions League and Premier League under Glazers. Glazers took over in 2005. Big up, man. So, was it 2005? So, from how many Premier Leagues and Champions League did we win from 05 up until 2024? How many trophies have we won under them? But you're still anti-Glazers. Oh, yeah. Henry loves me, man. That's my biggest fan. 100%. My biggest fan. You know the amount of accounts he's created. It's like 10 or 11. I'm not comparing the two. I'm simply responding back to your question, Binu. You just don't like the response I'm giving. So it's not being disingenuous. I'm responding back. You just don't like it. Because you were trying to, oh, well, if we win everything, well, we won stuff under the Glazers, so why don't we like them? Because you can win in spite of them. To me, we win in spite of them. Luckily, I'm also enough to remember 12-13 title and parts of 07-08. We won, how many league titles did we win under the Glazers? And the Glazers hired Ineos, correct? They accepted the deal, correct? They sign off. So if we praise Ineos, we have to praise the Glazers. Nah, we win in spite of them. I support Manchester United Football Club. Ownership, Not enough. Ferguson was successful in spite of the Glazers. Special managers can do that. Despite poor ownership, Klopp did the same thing despite FSG negligence. I hear you. Exactly. Again, to Fraggy George. Crazy name, but big up to you. Why can you understand this, but other people can't? Why can't people understand how much of a red flag that was? Ineos really haven't been that good, man. Them keeping Eric as long as they did is such a... Exactly. Keeping a manager for that long who was so bad. I'm not just letting that slide. Major red flag. Big, bright red flags. Pluralize that. So, no, I don't know why people want, oh, you going back Ineos? No, I'm not going to. No. Don't like them. From the jump, I didn't like them. I did say this. Any logical person will see how many good things Ineos done in less than a year, and I praise them for what they did, Binu. However, they've done more bad than good, in my opinion. If you think different, cool. You can back all the nonsense they did in keeping Ten Hag. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. But each to their own. You know what I'm saying? You can be out here flying the flag. See, I told you Henry's my guy, man. He's back. Shout out Henry, man. Bye-bye, Henry. My mouth is on it, yo. Henry, you ain't getting through the door. I went to block you, and I couldn't even do it. Yo, the chat have had enough of you. They treat you like we really dislike Ryan. Like, you're like a proper dislike Ryan. It's like praising a girl for not cheating. It's just a common thing to expect. Exactly, Dinks. This is it. I'm seeing people who have, I'm big up to new people in the chat. New people in the chat get it. How come there's new people in my chat who can fully understand where I'm coming from? They don't. Fans aren't just aren't deep in how much Ten Hag muddied you lot. 13th in December is discussed it again. Yeah, Matthew, no Henry N's get through the door, man. You see Henry N, it's on site, shoot on sight. That's what we're saying, man. When it's Sarcasm City, we let all in apart from Henry N's. You lot got weaponry, shoot on sight, block him straight away. Mod, as soon as you see Henry N, block him straight away. I don't care if he's apologizing. He says, agree with Flawless, not backing any of us like how we go through the Glazers area, enjoying the success, but still keep an eye on the board and stuff. Yeah, I back the team. If we're successful, cool. I don't have to like Ineos. And Ineos don't care. Ineos, do your job. Do your job. Well, people won't see. Man, want to talk about it being balanced, but can't see me. I've actually said Ineos done a very good job in the transfer window. Did a very good job in the transfer window. Buying and selling, but that don't suit the argument because people think I'm just anti them. No. If they do something good, I say, I think that was good. If they do things bad, I go, nah, that was terrible. And they've done much more terrible things than much more good things. He don't want it because he said he don't want to give me clout, done to Henry N. He said he don't want to give me clout. So I said we can do it on Steve's channel, and he still refused. We can do it on neutral grounds. We can do it on his channel. He had a channel. I go on his channel. Not a problem. Okay, to Binu says Glazers didn't hire Ferguson, but Ineos hired Amram. So if he wins this trophy, they deserve all the credit from you. You can give them credit, Binu. I'm not. So cool. Let's just agree to disagree and move on. Because you've been trying to get me on this Ineos thing for the longest. I'm not going to agree with you. Oh, yeah, Ed. I know this. This is another thing. Yeah. Flawless Henry's your biggest fan. You can't block him. Full sale only, and not a friend of the Glazers gym. Yeah, I hear you, Lewis, man. Trust me. Big up Lewis Davies. Hey, Andrew, big up, man. Hey, good to see so many new people in the chat. Salute to you lot, man. Big up all the regulars, all the mods, all the members. Big up the new people in the chat as well. You lot are real ones. For true. For true. Absolute real ones. Big up. Well, salute. Oh, yeah, man trying to, like, I'm going to change my mind. Like, no. I have my opinion on them. I stated multiple reasons. Man don't like it. Is what it is. Flawless, some sources are Qatar are patiently waiting to buy us. Don't know how true it is, though. I take it with a pinch of salt, Matthew. That's what I say. I'll take it with a pinch of salt. I just want Glazers out, and Ineos took away that one chance. So I'm not impressed by Ineos. Man did a deal. They did a deal with my ops. And people will understand why I don't. Why is that such a crazy thing? They are the enemy. You have now increased the strength of my enemy. I am not going to like you. Why does that not make sense to anyone in the chat? Your company, to anyone who knows this, your company has beef with another company. Someone comes along and helps that company get stronger. Why would you like the company who's helped your ops? Or if it's a street thing, whatever the case may be, whether it's professional level or it's at street level. Like, what are we doing out here? Danya, big up. Good to see you. I hope you're blessing everything. I hope you're blessed. Nice to see you in the chat. So this is the first time you've been in the chat. I've seen you elsewhere. You might have been here a couple times, but big up to you, Don. I hope you're good. It's not up to like billionaire owners. If they deliver trophies, they also make money. F Ineos and Glazers. Yes, Rohan, that's where I'm at with it. Fuck the Glazers. Fuck Ineos. I'm Manchester United FC. Like, forget all that. Help the Glazers stay and I'm supposed to like them. What? Huh? You know what I'm saying? What? It's like my girl trying to leave me and her brethrens are telling her to leave me and I'm going to like her brethrens. Make that make sense, people. You know what I'm saying? Your girl's friends are trying to encourage her to leave you. Are you going to like them? It's the same prowess, man. You know what I'm saying? You're an enemy of progress. But hey, we move. You know what I'm saying? We move. How are we doing out here? Absolute joke thing. Continue to run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Final few questions, people. I really do enjoy these Q&As. I'm not going to lie. Flawless, what's your worst Garnacho skill set or the 16 out of 10 take? Wait, what do you mean? Ask me this again, Duncy. What do you mean? Ask me again. And I'll answer. But you got to ask me again. You got to ask me again. Blue Man says owners should be liked and loved. Only if they do a good job. Are they my kids? It's my sisters and brothers. It's the family. Do we share the same surname or same blood? No, you're here to do a job. You're here to do a job. That being said, our family members I don't like. So who the fuck are any of us? What are we talking about? What's worse, Garnacho or the 16 out of 10 take? That's a good question. Fuck. Hey, you lot, let me know which is worse. Let me know. Let's start.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Right, I big up the panel. I told as for. Is that worse? Because that was a one-time thing, whereas Garnacho's continuously bad. And at least Ryan knows he's at Egypt. So yeah, Garnacho worse than the 16 out of 10 take. That's what I'd say. Oh, some of you like ain't seen that clip, have you? Some of you like ain't seen that. I forget there's new people here who ain't seen that clip. You lot not seen it. All right, here's the remix ones.
Can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I forgot that you lot and some of you lot ain't seen it. Forgot that some of you like ain't seen it. It's a mazza. Hey, Black Diamond, what did Lumen do, man? You know what I'm saying? Allow him. I know some of you like ain't seen that clip, but yeah. Shouts to Yan, shouts to Eleanor. Blame the gal in that clip. They did him dirty. People tried to blame me like it was my fault. Yes, Dennis, I'm doing a Barcelona Atletico Madrid watch along tomorrow over on the playback, people. Over on the playback. Make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV playback, people, because that's where you get so many of the watch alongs as well. Make sure you head over there, check that out. The video, if you type in Sarcasm City TV 16 out of 10, it will pop up because I renamed it. It was from a Q&A during lockdown. Nah, he deserves to get done dirty because he was chatting the most shit to them for like the longest. They had just had enough. I was just like, yo, let this guy die. Stupid Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? Dumb guy. Fucking dumb guy, man. Man's an idiot for true. What an Egypt. What an Egypt. Yeah, and his foolishness. Flawless, the Atletico Barcelona game is going to be Stress City. I hear you. My son was asking himself, what the fuck is 16 out of 10? Hey, I made t-shirts, people. It was great. I'm saying I made t-shirts, made money, the whole nine. When I bring the shop back, I bring the 16 out of 10 stuff back as well. I think I've got a T here close to me. But some of you lot, actually, a few people bought them in the chat as well. Don't know. Usyk Fury predictions. I edged to Fury slightly. Like 51% to 49%. 51 to 49%, I would say. OC says, when are you next running pro clubs, dog? Hopefully tonight. It's when the man them are about. If the man them are about, I'll run it. That's more time why you don't see it is normally because I'm just mad busy. But if the man them are about, we'll do it tonight. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. Did I say something AO? What was the AO? You have to let me know. What did I say that was AO? I have to AO myself. I can't call it between Fury and Usyk. I'm excited to see what humble Fury looks like. Is Fury humble? Is Fury humble? I don't know about that. But yeah, it's close, but 51% to 49%. I'm saying Fury. That's my prediction. It's Crawford Spence all over again. It's Crawford Spence all over again to me. And I did that. I had 51% Crawford, 49% Spence. Oh, is that AO, Faz? But yeah, slightly. Lean towards slightly. That's what I'd say. But I hit over side. Hey, Stephanie G, big up. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're blessed and everything. Let's see what. And you lot, playback people, where you get Premier League, Champions League, NBA, Europa League, boxing. Speaking of Usyk Fury, that'll be live on the playback. I'm going to do a watch along for that. And that big card in January as well. Is it a better BF Bivol? Who's the main event? There's a big card in January that's stacked. That one as well. That'll be over there. UFC plus more over on the playback. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or download the playback app as well. Warrior J, hit me. Try me. Send me a message and it should work. Try me. Big up to CP as well. Big up CP. Joke, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I only seen it at a glimpse because I'm squeamish. I don't like looking at stuff like that. I'm not with it. But hopefully he's okay. Pardon me. He's okay, right? He's okay. So that's good. Right. What time are we on? It's 6:30. You know what? I'll probably just redirect straight into the watch along. And just start the watch along earlier. Over on the playback. That's probably what I'm going to do, to be honest. Right. Let me even do this now. How many likes are we on? We are at 130. Hey, big up you lot, man. 130 likes. 130 likes. Big up you lot, man. Each and every time. So yeah, final few questions. People take us over the 2-hour mark. I did not expect to be here this long on the solo sports Q&A, but you lot ask good questions. You lot do ask good questions. I can't lie. Yeah, as long as he's okay. Is it similar to when Mane kicked Edison? Yeah, it's probably like that. Yeah, everyone going live for games and stuff. 14K before 2025. I hope so. We might fall short, but we're trying to get there. So hit the subscribe button. Prediction for Barca or Athletic. How have Atletico been playing? I've not watched Atletico at all this season, I don't think. I watched them at all. Nah, I've not watched them at all. Barcelona, I know their form was falling off a cliff. And who's fit? Who's injured? Like, for them, let me know. 11 wins for Atletico. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure. I ain't going to lie. Yeah. Second. Jamal's out as well. Big up to Casper, says no question, just big up yourself for the Kante type work rate, brother. Real one. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that for true. Literally just setting up the stream so it can just redirect and send you lot over there, to be honest. That's what I'm doing. I wasn't planning to be here for that long. My pizza's gone cold. I'm going to have to heat that back up. Yeah, where are we? Still this redirect. And don't forget, people, you see this show, all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch alongs and the fan calling show, are available on all audio platforms as well. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. Type in Sarcasm City TV and this show and all the other shows will pop up as well, people. And I was gonna start the Spurs thing at 7. What's it called? I was gonna start at 7, but it's 25 to. Well, I'll be here for the next 5-10 minutes as well. Final few. People, head to our playback to see Flawless happy if United win or depressed if United lose. First, AOC, big up, man. Says, we'll definitely lock in more with your content. Always see you on Rants' channel. Appreciate that and big up to Rants every single time. Great content, man. We'll keep backing the ting, broski. Hey, man, that's all I ask for, man, for you lot to support, which you lot do, actually. You lot support heavily. Support heavily. I don't want either Barca or Atleti to ever win a game. We'll never choose one over the other to win that game. Fairs. But we will be doing a watch along for that, people. We will be doing a watch along for that. All right, what is going on here? Literally just trying to set up this watch along right now as we speak. Just link it to the playback. Should have done this yesterday, but I forgot. Well, it only takes a minute. Is that a stream? Why is that? That's a stream key. Link that up. Boom. I know I keep saying this, but get your questions in, people. I'll answer more questions on the watch along anyway. I'll answer more questions on the watch along. See, that's it. Hano says, love that. If it's on Spotify, I can listen to it when I go on a walk on the road. That's why I put it on there. Because you might not want YouTube open using up all your data as you're strolling around. Maybe you're strolling around like Hano and you're like, you know what, let me just put it on Spotify. Or if you are listening on Spotify, make sure you follow us, 5-star us, all that good stuff. Make sure you do so, people. Make sure. Well, Dennis is saying, I know some shameless Real Madrid fans on Twitter saying they will be an Athletic fan on Saturday and followed him for tweeting that. You know what, Fairs? I respect it. You stood on business, man. Said, I ain't with this shit. You lot by yourselves. Faison says, Fiore looks so humble, Flawless, especially in the press and interviews. Man's actually praising Usyk and calling him a true heavyweight and not a pumped-up middleweight because he found out how good he is. That's why. He found out, like, oh, geez, like, Usyk, and he knew, even though he was calling him a pumped-up middleweight, he knows Usyk was him. But now he found out he was him for real. Are you going to be still live on the watch-along for the draw? It depends how long the draw is after. It's all half an hour, 45 minutes after that. But in regards to Fiore being more humble, maybe he just focused. Maybe he just more locked in. Yeah, Daniel, he fucked up. He fucked about and found out. Why are people saying Simeone is a negative manager when he only packs the bus against better opposition, but against lesser ones he plays attacking football? SG, that's because people don't watch Atletico Madrid week in, week out. That's why I don't comment on that. I can only talk about Simeone in big games where they've been defensive. But am I watching them against Osasuna, against Real Vallecano, against Real Betis, against Sevilla? No. Girona. I don't watch Atletico Madrid. I don't think I've watched them at all this season. So that's why when I got asked the question about are they going to beat Barcelona, I let you lot know. I don't know because I don't be watching. I don't be watching. So I'm unsure. But all right, people, big up to all of you lot because we are indeed going to close out, people, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So salute. Big up to everyone that's locked in. But we're redirecting straight over to the Tottenham Hotspur Manchester United Carabao Cup quarterfinal. So we'll be going live on the YouTube where this is going to send you lot to, and we'll also be going live on the Sarcasm City TV playback as well. But make sure you hit the like button on this video, whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Much appreciated. Big up, Flawless. Make sure your voice doesn't go to nice. Nah, saying, man, I'm not, because I'm not there. Otherwise, it would. I'm trying to go to more gigs. Top Red Flawless. Top Red Flawless. You know what I'm saying in that? Top Red Flawless, I'm telling you. And to bin you, me and Rants have had many debates about any of us. You just don't be listening. Do you watch the show? Go back and check the shows. He knows. Ask him. He said, Rant said in a video himself, I know Flawless don't like any of us. He's spoken about it when he was out on holiday and he did the upload. So what are we talking about? Again, people, please just talk in the chat with sense. I'm all for opinions, but don't just be straight up lying on my name. So if that's the case, why did he? So Binu, if that's the case, why did he say that in his video? Before I close out. Well, yeah, I turned into top red flawless, man, 100% in at the stadium. Because even Saeed was like, Rav, we've never seen you like that before. Because that's me there at the game. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm invested. Which I'm invested anyway, but more so at the game. Environment. Yeah, East. I think he was in Spain whenever he was last on holiday. And he was there. He was in the shirt, around the pool, walking around with the shades on. I look fly. You know what I'm saying? Because man just say anything. Because he said in the video himself, I know Flawless don't rate Ineos. How does he know that? He wasn't say anything. This is like Flawless from South London all over again. Bin, you don't worry, I'm rating, man. I'm waiting before we close out. I want to hear a response to that. Don't worry, we'll wait 5 minutes. If that's the case. Because I'm all for having disputes, but people are not just gonna lie on my name. No, Bin, you answer the question I am asking. You said you didn't hear me arguing with him on Ineos or debating with him about it. So how does he know I don't rate Ineos if that is the case? When he said it himself in a video. People can go back and check the video. Tell me. Don't worry, Ben, I'll wait. Because you've made a statement, so now stand on it. Always, Daniel, always try and ask something else or say something else. He made a statement about me, which is incorrect, so now I'm just pulling him up on it. So if that's the case, like I said, I say it again. How does he know? We've never discussed it. Even though people who watch the show would have heard us discuss it on there. Don't worry, I'll wait, Binu. And you look, while we wait for Binu to try and get his response together, couple questions. Make sure you follow the playback as well. Please hit the notification bell over there. It's road to 900 followers. I think we're at 846, something like that. So get over to the playback. For those who asked about pro clubs, I'll be over there. Say that again. That's not the response to what I'm saying. How does he know that I don't rate Ineos? Don't worry. I'll ask it again. I'll ask it again. So how does he know that I don't rate Ineos? If that's the case. If I don't say anything on it. I'll ask again, because that's the point you made. This is why the chat's cracking up jokes. So I'll ask it again for 4th time, 5th time. How does he know I don't rate Ineos? Don't worry, I'll wait. My thoughts are clear. Everyone knows I don't rate Ineos. Even without, actually, you have to ask me, of course. But if you've watched me for any significant amount of time, you would know. So how does people know? Suzette said, bun them, man. Because I ignore people in the chat all the time when they mention it. I was crucifying Ineos before they sacked Ineos. That makes no sense. What's this? You was crucifying Ineos before they sacked Ineos. Manager saying, what? This don't even make no sense. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was crucifying Ineos before they sacked Ten Hag. You damn right. You damn right I was. Because he was the reason he was there. And they put the body on Dashworth. But all right, okay. Anyways, we're going to clear. Actually, you know what, Binu? Are you about tonight? Since you got so much heart for this, are you about tonight? We can run this tonight. Me and you, 10:30 p.m. UK time. Pull up. Me and you can have this debate on Ineos since you have so much energy for it. Are you about tonight? Me and you can run the live stream together on here, just me and you. And we can have the genuine debate about Ineos. Because you've been on my case about this for weeks now, maybe even months. Yeah, 1v1 fan calling, talk your ish fan calling debate. So let me know if you're about, been you. Tonight, me and you can have the discussion. So you know about, all right, so do you want to do it? Wait, we can do it Friday. We can do it tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time. I'll work around you, been you, 7 p.m. UK time. I don't know if you're in the UK or not. You say you're not about tonight, 10:30 p.m., 7 p.m. tomorrow. You about? Let me know. 7 p.m. UK time. Oh, yeah, everyone knows Flawless didn't jump on the bandwagon from the start. Exactly, man, no. Everybody knows this. I don't have to say it repeatedly. It's just that Binyu keeps badgering about it and talking about it till it becomes a topic. So I'm like, all right, let's answer the question. But because I don't say everything about it day in, day out. So yeah, Binyu, you about tomorrow. 7 p.m. we can do it. UK time. I'm not sure if you're in the UK or not. Like I said, I'll work around you. We can do Friday, we can do Saturday, we can do Sunday. You let me know. See how man's typing slower now. When Munch tried to smoke hard, Flawless, he just smoked Cass on the Ineos train, Flawless, just chill. Everyone knows my thoughts. When that man prop Ineos on back again, I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm just not arguing about it every day because they're here, unfortunately. But if you badger me about it, then it is what it is. If you ask me, why don't you rate them? Then I'll tell you. But if you're just propping them, cool. That's the difference. I'm not here to argue you down out your opinion. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Yeah, Faison, I ain't got all day. Now man's typing slow. Man's hella quick when he is. Now it's like, all right, let's have the debate then. Because if man just wanted to prop Ineos in the chat, I'm cool with that. Like, do your thing. I ignore that. When people prop Garnacho or Rashford or Bruno, cool. People are like, oh, why don't you? Now you're asking me a question. That's the difference. No one I work with does that. No content creators I do. Oh, why don't you rate such and such? If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer. But if you're just propping and propping. Hey, Binyu, what you saying tomorrow, man? 9 p.m. What's good? No, 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. It's Friday tomorrow, right? Yeah, Friday. Yeah, 7 p.m. Let me know. What are we saying? None of you lot didn't block him, did you? Nah, you didn't. Nah, because his thing's still there. Yeah, Binyu, where you at? Disappeared. Per usual. This man's been on my case about this for weeks. Man's been on my case about this. Yeah, Warrior Jake just popped up. I got it as well. Why is he shook? It's just a conversation, no phase, and you shouldn't be shook. Worst case scenario, you lose the debate, or I lose the debate. So where we at? Man's been badgering me, and you lot know this. People, it happens all the time in the chat. I ain't here to change people's mind, but if people ask me a question or say I'm wrong for something, I'm going to respond and defend myself. That's the difference. No one I work with, because we're all brethren, no one I work with like badgers me about stuff. You lot in the chat, everyone who I work with knows my thoughts on Manchester United players and Manchester United players overall, not individual performances, and Ineos overall. Yeah, big up to Temmie because he actually called in. Shout out Temmie. Temmie a real one. No, it's how Binyu died. But if I responded back about Ineos, now man don't want to know. Man said no and dipped. All these Wi-Fi warriors in the chat. Let's have the discussion. You so strong about Ineos. Everyone knows I can't stand these men. Ineos I'm talking about. Rance knows. Saeed knows. Anyone I work with knows. Yeah, Warrior J, we know he dipped. Hey, Binu, what you saying, man? You got everyone waiting now. This is the attention you wanted. Because this has been weeks, people, in the making. This is why I just started saying to people, hey, call in. Never know Rattle Daz. I'm trying to create extra content, man. That show with Temi was A1. Shout out Temi. You lot don't want more debates? No, Daz Gaming. Let's have the debate. And run up the likes and subscribe. Hey, Binu, where you at, man? That's the actual name, by the way, people. Like, well, it's username. I'm not like being offensive. Shout out to, again, big up to Temi because he called in. This is now the 7th or 8th person I've done this to, and only one person's called in, but everyone got hella mouth in the chat. Hella mouth in the chat. Bare opinions in the chat on me and my thoughts and all this stuff. So, all right, let's have the conversation. Just one-on-one. Why I make him cry? I didn't make him cry. I didn't say anything offensive. I wasn't rude. I won't do that. I never do that to you, look. I never do that to you, look. Like, you'd have to say something personal for me to respond back. And even then, I just block you before you even got to that because it's not that deep. Let me know. Hey, Binu, you got a couple minutes. Chat ain't gonna forget this because now your name, they gonna see you and be like, oh yeah, you was the guy who ducked out. Notice this, people. All this talk, pretty much maybe an hour of the show. We was going back and forth as I was answering other questions. Now I said, all right, call in and let's have the discussion on it. Now man's disappeared. Now man's disappeared. What we doing? Pogba's training at City. Is that true? Because I don't know. I don't know if he's training. I'm not sure. The dude says the lights will be up. Man, Innovation says, come on, Binu, man. Where's he gone? Man disappeared. Man, I have to hold that L. I actually won the debate. Let's see. I might learn something new. With Temi, I actually learned a few new things. He's going to hold up the show. Look at this, man. Selfish guy, man. Just holding up the show. Crazy work. There we go. Nah. What do you mean you don't want to come out on camera, but we can debate in the chat? Why don't you want to come out on camera? Why don't you want to come out on camera? Took you a minute. What's the issue? Why don't you want to come out on camera? I'm genuinely asking. I'm not even taking shots. Usual stuff, Black Diamond. People talking in the chat. It's like, all right, you got that strong of opinion. Let's have the debate. Why don't you want to come out on camera? What's the matter? Please don't have us here too long. What's the issue? Why can we debate in the chat but not on camera? Nah. Turn this camera on, ain't just to do voice thing. No. No wearing a mask. Nah. We ain't doing that. No wearing a mask. No just voice. Turn your camera on. Like, what's the matter? Why is it waste your time? No, Binu, answer the question. Why don't you want to come on camera? Ahmed says, must be an introvert. If you're an introvert, be an introvert in the chat too. Exactly that. Face facing forward. I'm introvert too. I'm an introvert. I just do this for a living. That's all. But I'm an introvert. As you lot know, you see me, I'm comfortable in debates though. I'm in someone's chat, chatting rubbish for an hour, and they say, come on stream, I say, yeah, cool, let's do it. So why don't you want to, Binu? Why don't you want to come on stream? I'm gonna just keep asking you. We're not dead in the water. I'm an introvert. That's not a shot, by the way. Yeah, Faison, you lot like this shite too funny, great show, flawless. I appreciate it, man. This is why I do this, because I know it's also entertainment. I say, man, been talking for weeks, and today and now all of a sudden he can't type quick no more. No, now it's not like we gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't disrespect. That's just my opinion on your opinion. I think you're chatting rubbish. That's not disrespect. I think you're chatting rubbish in regards to your opinion. But Ben, you stop ducking the question. Why don't you want to join the stream? That's what I want to know. What is it? I don't want to come on camera, but can debate in the chat. Why? Let's go. Don't worry. I'll even push back the watch along. I want to know this now. Why? Now I'm invested. Now I'm invested. Why? Not even gonna laugh or nothing like that. I just genuinely want to know why. Oh yeah, East Z was another one. This is Z 2.0. Who got the most to say in the chat, but then when he's joining the stream, it's excuses. I don't even know what his reason is. I genuinely want to know the reason. I really want to know the reason. Hey, Warrior J, you know I'm petty enough to do that as well. Because this has been weeks upon weeks because I recognize the username. Hey, making hella false claims suit. But I'm the one that's disrespectful, but he was making false claims because everyone knows my thoughts on Ineos, including Menu. Why can't, what's the difference between debating in the chat and debating on stream? I'd love to know the difference. Because I'll do either. So, Menu, why don't you want to come on camera on the stream? And I work around you. Whatever time date works for you, we'll work around you. You can't do tonight, we'll do Friday. If it's not Friday, we'll do Saturday. If it's not Saturday, we'll do Sunday. Pick a time that suits you. Absolute fine. Roll out the red carpet, man. Sarcasm City TV, welcome. Red carpet, paparazzi, the whole nine. Everyone gonna be there. Tammy did one. Me and Tammy are cool still to this day. Shout out, Tammy. Nobody died. There's no beef. We're just talking football. Again, that's not the answer, Ben. You. Why are you not coming on camera? That's what I want to know. Why? You still not answered the question. You lot continue to run up the like, subscribe. Not even that. I just want to know why. Once he tells me why, I let it go. But we're not ducking questions. We ain't ducking questions. Yeah, we ain't doing that because I don't duck questions. If I duck questions, you lot would be on my case, and rightfully so. And as bad as Manchester United have been, I've had to answer a lot of uncomfortable questions and questions I don't like. A lot of time from some of the worst individuals asking those questions when it comes to rivals, and you lot in the chat trolling me when Ten Hag stayed, etc. You don't know what I'm talking about. Bad results, bad performances, all that stuff. So, Ben, you, why don't you want to come on camera? What's going on? And none of you lot ban him either. Don't ban him or I'll ban you. Don't ban him, because he's done nothing wild. I just want to know. Ben, you, the chat want to know. They want to see it. This is the attention you wanted, so it's spotlight on you now. Where you at? Because man was hella quick when we was going back and forth about it. It was like, you know what? Let's just get on stream. Let's just jump on stream, man, and have this debate. See, that's what I don't get either. See, man, I'm rooting for you. They just want to see blood spilt, and not literal blood before people say, if you're right, I call blood. You got the spotlight. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Well, forget again. Why don't you want to come on camera? That's still not an answer. I've been asking this now for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Ben, you, why don't you want to come on camera? And I've never disrespected any of us. But hey, ho, we move. I just don't rate them. There's a difference. People can't, there's never no abuse or disrespect. Criticism. Don't like them. There we are. So why don't you want to come on camera? You got all this vim in the chat. Let's talk. Or we can debate from the chat. Absolutely not. No. Get on camera and do it. So why don't you want to come on camera? I don't know why he likes Ineos so much. That's also why I want to know and want to ask. So let's have the debate. All right, we'll wait, man. We're waiting. Oh, you start buying there. Hey, you lot, run me the lineup, actually, please. Run me the lineup. Let me know. Nah, not for this one. We're asking why he don't want to come. That's why I got this comment up, because he said, I don't want to come on camera, but we can debate in the chat. Oh, no. Why? I want to know why he don't want to come on camera. Yeah, man, we can wait to the game. I'll miss the game. I'll watch the game in the background and still be here. I'm that petty. I always got energy for this stuff. Always got energy. If I'm so wrong, tell me why. Jump on stream and tell me how wrong I am and destroy me and make me look terrible and make my opinions look bad. If I'm that wrong on Ineos, don't make my opinions look terrible and destroy me in a debate. So I just want to know, but aside from that, I want to know why I don't want to come on camera. You still ain't answered that. You said we can debate in the chat. I don't want attention, but you want attention in the chat. Now, why don't you want attention on stream? What's the difference? Buying there, Lindelof, Yoro, Martinez, Dalot, Bruno, Agate, Maserati, Ericsson, Hoyland, Anthony. Oh, yeah, he's struggling, man. Shook to death. But I don't know why. Worst case scenario, you have the debate and you lose the debate. That's the worst thing that can happen. That's the worst thing that can happen in that scenario. And even me, I look terrible in regards to my Ineos takes. Worst case scenario. Cool. I lost the debate. So be it. What are you doing? Hey, been you this saying you choking? I don't know if you know about Papa Doc. I know you get the football references. Man is saying, bro, choke like Timo Werner in front of a goal, choke like Papa Doc, etc. He switched up the lineup to let us know the seriousness that he's taking this trophy in. Hey, Ben, you don't ignore me. Don't do that. Man want to answer questions in the chat but not respond to me. Hey, Ben, you, my guy, my G. Yo, can you see me? Can you hear me? Yo. Why don't you want to join the debate? Why don't you want to join with your camera on? Why don't you want to be on stream? Man got chat for others. Hey, nobody at him. Nobody at him in the chat, please. Tottenham lineup: Foster, Spence, Gray, Dragerson, Porro, Basuma, Sarr, Son, Madison, Kulusevski, Solanke. Right, they went strong. Damn. Yeah, buying there, Lindelof, Yoro, Martinez, Dalot, Maserati, Bruno, Agate, Ericsson, Hoyland, Anthony. You know what? Ericsson in the 10, I'm with it, you know. I ain't gonna lie. Ericsson in the 10. I hope it's Ericsson in the 10. I hope it's Ericsson in the 10. Hey, Ben, you. Wagwan. Where you at? I sound like, you know, the roll safe guy when he's like, hey, yo, Ralph. I swear that's Ralph and them, man. Hey, yo, Ralph. Hey, yo, Ben, you. Wagwan. Why don't you want to come on camera? What's going on? What did I miss? Let's have the debate. Why can we debate in the chat but not on stream? What's the difference? If one of you lot know the difference, let me know. Because I don't understand the difference. It's probably better to debate on stream because you can get your opinion across better. And you can say more than you can type. Ahmed, I'm hoping Ericsson is in the 10. Bye. He ain't gonna join. So we know. Bin you shook. We can add him to the shook list. Man said bin hiding, you know, crazy. That's good. That's his name from now on, bin hiding. Oh, listen. Nah, Suit said, because you have to make an example. Because everyone got so much chat in the chat. Because I know Suit or Black Diamond, for example, if I said to, well, Black Diamond's been on here, but if I said to Black Diamond, hey, let's have the debate about whatever. Say I was Ineos, say I was backing him. And I said, and Black Diamond's like, Ineos are bad. And I said to him, yo, come join. Black Diamond go and join. And we going to have the debate. And then that's that. We ain't going to be no beef. We still going to be cool after. When was the last time Ericsson played? Genuine question. Was it Ipswich? I think it was Ipswich. Yeah. See, man, I don't want to do it. All right, bye. Been you. You know what I'm saying? You had your moment. See you later. Bye. We out. You don't want it. In a bit. See you later. All right, so we're closing out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Hope you've enjoyed the solo sports Q&A, especially the ending there, people. But you see what I'm saying? I got so much chat but scared to join the stream, shocked at death. And you ain't gonna be disrespectful to anybody in the chat. Like, that's not running. Any disrespect, you will get you a ban here at Sarcasm City TV. So Bin You Red joins Henry N in regards to what's it called? Shoot on site. But anyways, love to everyone that's locked in, redirecting to the Spurs Manchester United quarterfinal. We'll be live in 2 minutes. But this has been the solo sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning